Yo, people, welcome back to another stream of Two Up Front. I'm your host, Ace, and as always, I'm with my brother from another mother, T Major. How you doing today, my guy?
I'm all good, bro. You know how it goes, man. Blessed and highly favored always, man. But yeah, bro, a lot of football to discuss. A lot
Major
of
man.
a
Hey man,
lot
I
of
hope you're strapped
discussion
in
this
today,
week.
bro. This conversation is gonna go. This conversation is gonna go. I hope you ain't got nowhere to be. But yeah, now
Yeah,
we'll try to
bro.
get through it in an efficient way. But nah, man, there's so much to talk about, man. I feel like this weekend was massive in the Premier League. I'm seeing people. I didn't know people are so passionate about the PGMOL and consistency and making sure the right decision is made for the good of football. But nah, man, we're gonna get into all of that. But before we do, like, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, drop your comments if you're watching it live as well, man. Get involved in the conversation because yeah, now it should be a good stream. Like, definitely a lot to get into, and I've been looking forward to this, man. Like, when the stream was happening, I said, you know what, I need to speak to my brother Major, man, because I'm gonna lose my mind. And you know what? There's only one place that we can start, and it's even so crazy that like we even have to just start backwards as well. Like we'll get into the game, but firstly, I feel like we have to talk about the elephant in the room, man, which was just the reaction to what happened in that West Ham match, bro. It was crazy. So obviously, like to give my opinion, my take as an Arsenal fan in it, because I want to get your take as a
Mhm.
United, more biased, whatever, I'm more unbiased take on and everything, yeah. But for me, yeah, I always stand on. I can't speak for anyone else in any other situation. But like if the hand was like over Raya's chest, he wasn't grabbing his arm, there wasn't someone else that yanking him back from behind, I'd have said, bro, I always stand on the keeper, so you can use your hands, man. Go up, catch the ball, punch it away, do something, be strong, do all of that, man. But like this is also where I feel like stats and what you know about play also matters too. So Raya is a good claimer of crosses. Like he does typically come and either catch it or punch it, whatever. And when you watch the situation, you see that he clearly was impeded. Like his hands were clearly moved and stopped from being able to do what a keeper should do in a set piece. Regardless of whether you want to bump into them, you want to like push their elbow a little bit. They should at the end of the day be able to come and catch the ball clearly and freely. Like I feel like that has to be like the starting point of everything, man. But like I was saying, man, I feel like this weekend the reaction to everything, which I think ultimately most people who are fair, rational say it's a foul. But then the bigger discussion, I think, as I know me as well, yeah, is I also don't. I get why, but I also don't like the Arsenal do this all the time, and that's why I was so outraged about the situation. I feel like there's two groups of people that put this in. I feel like there's the boomers who are just like the I don't like VAR. VAR takes too long. It takes away from football. Let's get rid of it. That's not like even if the decision was right, I would rather it was wrong and we can continue and continue our lives. There's those people. I'll put them to one side. Cool, whatever. And I feel like there's the other side of people, which is like the fans and people watching the game. Yeah, and I was like, I feel like people are conflating things. I feel like Arsenal are very annoying. Arsenal are the face of the annoying set piece FC, whatever you want to call it. Arsenal are the face of that whole movement and everything. People don't like what Arsenal do in corners. It's been documented. We do a lot of annoying stuff. We block off keepers. We push them in awkward ways. But what I always stand on all the compilations I've seen here is that in general, it's always borderline legal. It's always at the point where ultimately when the ball was in the air and the keeper could catch it, like in that moment, I feel like they let go at just the right time. Were we fortunate in some? Maybe. But overall, yeah, just like the narrative, like how extreme this situation was, is what we see all the time. I feel like that argument, bro, was just really frustrating to me. Because I was like, no, this is not what we see all the time. Even as an Arsenal, I think just being on by, like even just if it happened to us the other side, I genuinely want to believe, bro, that if I saw Gabriel hold his arm, my initial reaction is that's dumb, Gabriel, man. Like, why would you grab the keeper's arm when you're trying to catch the ball? Like, that's not like bump into him. That's not do whatever you need to do in it, but like, don't do that. But so yeah, man, I think it definitely opens up a very interesting question about like set pieces, and the rules definitely need to change in some way next season. Arsenal have definitely exploited it. I heard and I get why people are so annoyed, and I get the irony in all of it as well. But I'm just like, just being like just objective and fair. Like, how can you actually be like outraged and like you call it the worst decision in Premier League history? I've seen the craziest reactions to it. This is all West Ham were robbed. The goal should have been given for the good of football. Oh, look at all the other fouls in the box. That one too. I said, bro, every corner there's fouls in the box. There's also, I thought we all understood that it's the focus of where the ball is that impacts the key decision in what happens. If a player's running through the back, Rice already missed it, and then Rice grabs and bear hugs him, and my man can't now get up and get the goal. Then we now look at that and say it's a pen. But if the first key moment is that you stopping the keeper from just being able to grab the ball, the rest of the conversation shouldn't happen, man. So I feel like people are just conflating so many things. I think it's the hatred of VAR, the annoyance of always done to football. There's the people just really hate Arsenal. And like this was like they were so joyous in that moment when the goal went in, and then for it not to go in, that anger bled into like, this is an absolute outrage. So that was my take as an Arsenal fan. Like ultimately, again, we're gonna get into more later when we speak about the rest of the thing. I already know what you're gonna say. As an Arsenal fan, we don't care. We don't care, bro. We don't care. Also, like we actually don't care. This game going into it was a massive match where we just had to win. Like I said already, regardless of what City do against Brentford or what they do against Palace next week, this is the game that if you guys want to win this Premier League, you have to win this game. And ultimately, when that situation happened, I dropped to my knees. I thought it's over. Oh my God, we bottled it. And then when it came back around, how joyous I felt. And then seeing the reaction afterwards as well. French kiss, man. French kiss. We've spoken about like this title race and how it's felt as an Arsenal fan. Genuinely, this stuff in general is making the title more enjoyable. Like, so we go through the season like, they're not liking the football, but the fact that it's now become such a narrative of like Arsenal, this jammy football, set piece FC, they're so bad, they're so rough. They're looking at them cheating all the rules. French kiss, man. Because when everyone wanted to laugh and enjoy and dance in our grids, when we were a terrible team, I want to finish my monologue here by bro saying, we've spoken about this before also. I am now at the point that I think we are now the most hated club in the Prem. And why I say that is I feel like we have also coincided with the social media era as well in terms of like a banter club. And everyone has loved making fun of Arsenal bottle again. And just the reality of like, Arsenal about to win a league. And that means that every other fan who has deflected from their own seasons to only try to come back in and laugh at Arsenal at the end for bottling it again, they're now going to have to say, firstly, Arsenal have now won the league. And now you have to face the reality of what's going on at home. Like, so that's why I think ultimately, at this point, maybe when United also win or something, that we'll not see that, maybe again, like the haters are still really there. And I think United are hated for like footballing reasons. I feel like Arsenal, the haters is transformed from wanting to banter someone and not wanting Arsenal to be successful to like genuine, like, visceral, it's the fans, we just hate their fans. I'm like, bro, man, if you survey the earth, there's people that think the earth is flat. Like, you know, like there's Arsenal fans that say crazy things. Cool, man. Like this, like just, to me, like all this kind of stuff is just like narratives. I'm just like, bro, when Arsenal fans now be crazy this summer, if we now get over the line and we win this, oh my God, hey man, don't look at me and ask me to judge this man and say, look how shameless he is. I said, bro, talk your talk, man. Talk your talk. When City beat us and people were laughing and dancing, people messaging me saying, oh my God, you bought it again. I looked at that team and said, you're like 8th in the league. Why are you messaging me? Why are you celebrating Chelsea? Why are you celebrating Man City beating you in a match? Like, why are you celebrating that because you can stop Arsenal winning the league? Like, it's a sickness, man. So honestly, bro, I just wanted to get off my chest. I've been holding on to that for a few days because it's been a while. It's been bubbling over the weekend. So yeah, man, I guess give me your take as well. Then we'll kind of go from there.
Yeah, no, I can tell, bro. There was a lot,
bro.
There's a lot of emotion there. Yeah, let's start with the decision. Obviously, that's the key talking point. Yeah, for me, it's just very simple. It's a foul. Like, yeah, it's just a foul. Yeah, that it's a foul 10 times out of 10. Like, so with me, as soon as they showed the replay, because live you don't really catch it. Like, there's just so much going on.
Yeah.
But then as soon as they showed the replay, and like you see the arm across Raya holding onto his arm, and then you also see Raya's shirt getting pulled, and you see not only is it across Raya holding onto his arm, but he doesn't let go as well. It's like, yeah, it's a foul, man. Like, I think a lot of what was going on there was, as regards to the reaction, it was such a dramatic moment where like Callum Wilson, like corner, like last couple minutes, like, oh my days, it's happened. Like, that's how a lot of people are feeling. And they just didn't, I think a lot of people in the moment who hated Arsenal, they couldn't accept that moment was going to get taken away. And then I think because a lot of people also have not liked this whole set piece roughing up thing that Arsenal have done, I think, again, I think it was the irony for a lot of people where they're like, there's no way that Arsenal of all teams are gonna get bailed out because of grappling and holding on a corner. I feel like that's how many people felt in the moment. But I think like if you just look at it objectively, I think it's a foul. I think secondly as well, even if certain things have happened before, and I understand the whole consistency thing, but I feel like even if certain things have happened before, that doesn't now mean that VAR should look at that and say,
we passed that. You know what? Against United, we gave him a pass. You know what? Chuck that one to the game.
Yeah, like you get me. Like especially in such a pivotal moment as well. Also on top of that, I think Arsenal, they told the line. I think sometimes they've crossed the line as well, but I don't think they've crossed the line. Like they're always much more savvy with how they do it. I think that was a big problem with it. It's just way too obvious. It's way too blatant. Like, again, you don't let go. Like, I think Arsenal, when you talk about the dark arts, I think Arsenal are much more savvy with how they do things, how they go about things. Even with the one you're talking about, like the Bayern Day one, first day of the season. I was at that game, and it's like obviously, Saliba, he's got Bayern Day, but then he lets go. Like you got bare man in the box. This is whatever. I think, like again, and there's definitely an argument to say some of the stuff Arsenal do should also be fouls, or it should be illegal. And like I think they're gonna have to look at all of this stuff that's going on in corners in the box and say, all right, whatever. But as regards to like, so if you say, you know what, Arsenal have also done things that I believe shouldn't be allowed, then I feel like, okay, cool. But I feel like you can't say that Arsenal have been doing that all season. Like,
bro, it was a wording of like they've been
they've not been doing that
every time. That's a lie, man.
They've not been doing that. If there's things that you don't like, where it's like, oh yeah, you know what, these things should have been picked up, I think cool, that's a separate conversation. But they've not been doing that. Even with the Bayern Day one, like I hear what people are saying, but it's not the same thing. If you still want to say it's a foul, they shouldn't be allowed to be doing what they're doing, whatever the case may be, then that's a separate discussion. But it wasn't the same thing. I think this one was just very blatant. He doesn't let go. Like Raya's trying to catch, punch away, flap away the ball, get the ball away, and the guy's got hold of his arm. Like it's just way too blatant. Like it's a foul. I think that's just what it is. So
that being said, though, bro, that was the longest 5 minutes of my life.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
That was the longest 5 minutes of my life.
I can imagine. Yeah. No, when I looked at it, I was like, nah, like they've got to give this as a foul. Like again, because I think Arsenal, they've become the face of all this set piece stuff and the dark arts and whatever. I think there's a bunch of people who didn't want Arsenal to win the league and they want Arsenal to bottle it. And then I think there's a bunch of people who also don't like how Arsenal have been doing all the set piece stuff. So that combination of the joy being taken away from the Callum Wilson goal, the joy being taken away from Arsenal potentially bottling it, and then the joy being taken away from the fact that Arsenal, who many people have deemed have been the master of dark arts and corners, benefiting from this decision. I think that was just a combination where I think it was just I think pot. There was a lot of like bias. There was a lot of emotion that I think was just taking over.
Hearing people are talking, man. I was like, wow, why is it so personal? Why is it so personal? Like
it was a lot of bias. Like, I think that's what it was. Again, I think if you want to have a conversation regarding like just the general stuff that's been going on in the box, and like wrestling and whatever, blah blah blah. Because with me, even forget Arsenal, but I think it's it's been a thing.
Bro, man, every team. But we haven't scored a goal since January, bro. Everyone else has taken our blueprint and ran with it. We didn't have to do no more.
But you know what it is? I think it's because Arsenal, they were kind of like seen as the leaders of it, and they became very good at it, and they were benefiting it. And I think a lot of
goals teams pieces this season. I think.
Yeah, and I think a lot of teams have reacted to it. I think that's why even now you see Arsenal taking more short corners.
Man. We have to
because I think
again.
A lot of people have reacted to it, and they're like, this is what it is now. But I just think it's got a lot to do with that. And I think also there's definitely just a big element of a lot of people just didn't want Arsenal
Yeah, man.
to
Oh,
win
so
that
yeah,
match.
man.
So yeah,
But
I feel
that
like
being said, man.
that's what it was.
No, I agree, man. I agree. So that being said, man, ultimately, yeah, man, Arsenal, we go over the line. It was a great win in the end. But I think talking about the game a little bit, might as well just get into it. Like start working backwards. So I think ultimately for West Ham too, I feel like they just have to be really disappointed with the Mateus Fernandes chance, man. I think when he goes through, he just has to finish it. I think he tried to be too cute. He tried to do Raya. He tried to
He done it for the greater good, bro.
Oh, you think he knew what he was doing? You're trying to. You're
bro,
one of the United fans. The conspiracy theory.
He said I'm trying to go to OT, bro.
Oh,
he said,
okay. I didn't know that.
I
didn't know you're a conspircy person.
To the theater,
I didn't
bro.
have you
I
down
told
as one
you.
of them.
I've been telling you bro. I need this guy at
bro.
OT.
Honestly,
I've seen
major.
I told you.
I was watching that game. I've never focused on him. I was watching that game. I said, "Oh, okay. I see why people want this guy, man. This guy was cold, bro. Like he was doing his thing in that midfield." So overall, very quickly to just talk about the game from my perspective, I feel like the key talking points I think people have said that I completely agree with is that the Ben White injury, 20 plus minutes, that's a massive change in the game. Even before that, I also feel like people like it's like it happened, but like at the same time, West Ham were also going into the game as well. I feel like at the same time, it wasn't just that decision or that moment. It was like it was coming. West Ham were gaining more confidence. We were able to break them down more, but that made a massive impact in the game because I then think Arteta then made a mistake, but I think he made a mistake for the right reasons. Again, like to be kind of like to criticize him.
Before that though, sorry, bro. I think before that, Arsenal could have been a couple goals up.
Oh yeah, sorry, you're right. We had very good chances.
I think he started well. Yeah, I think
he started very well.
I think Calafiori, he had the chance where I think he's a defender in it, but he's trying to like, let it come onto his left and do that outside. Where really and truly, like a cultured finish is you just let it go on your right
foot, all past
all pass across, if you can, So there was that, and then there was also the melee where. And he hits the bar. Like, do you get me? So like, I think a lot of people have missed that out when talking about
when they're talking about the
Arsenal
game.
Could have been 2-0 up. Yeah,
we could have been, and I felt like we started off very well. And again, like that 5-3. Again, it's so easy to be critical, but that thing is so nasty to come up against as well. When there's like no space and they're disciplined and they're moving across, like. Even with that, I think the first 20 minutes we still create chances. I was very proud of the team. And then I think the momentum started to shift again where like they started like running through a bit. Again, it kind of coincides with Arteta taking Rice out the midfield and putting him right back to bring Mendy on. I think in the moment where I think it was the wrong decision for the right reasons was that Mascara on the ball is very limited, and we've seen it now. And I feel like coming up against West Ham, he probably thought, you know what, let me put Rice at right back. He's done it once before. Let me try to I'll play into midfield. I feel like Mendy, like he should be able to do something. He should be able to still create chances and keep the momentum up. But that's not what happened. West Ham just started running through us, and we just completely lost control of the game. And they were starting to like open up, creating some dangerous chances. So like that kind of like continues. Then give him credit again. I think the game goes on. I give him a lot of credit. Odegaard, this is why, bro, I can never crash it on him, man. Again, with all the fans, I know there's a lot of people that sometimes he's annoying, he takes too many touches, I'll criticize him. I try to be objective with everyone. Like, I can like a player, I can still be objective and say you deserve the criticism you've been getting because you haven't been good. But I think he came on and he was like, he's probably the reason why we won that game, because he decided that I need to make something happen because otherwise we are not going to get a goal today. Like, Saka wasn't great. Like, the game kind of was like dying out, was escaping us. And he just showed some moments of quality that I feel like sometimes you look at footballers, we'll talk about like tell later. Like you could just tell football IQ as well when you watch something and you see someone like intentionally do things on the pitch in terms of like he intentionally dragged defenders out by going backwards, bring them out a little bit, then drove inside, beautiful 1-2 with Declan Rice, took a few more touches to open up the time and space for Trossard to have a bit more opportunity to take the shot on when he eventually gave it to him. What do you think but like in that moment, it was just quality in it. So like we needed that. We get that goal, and now again we then go into the madnesses like of like I guess how the game kind of ends. So from an Arsenal perspective, man, like it was definitely massive. Like I think, and you can kind of go into a bit more detail as well, bro. I'm just giving my overview. Is that like I think this was very pivotal for Arteta as well because man, I could see the writing on the wall after the subs and things weren't going right. And if West Ham had got back into the game and we had now dropped or lost points, it would have just been like, bro, like you big brained it and it didn't work out. And you probably should have just gone like and put Mascara on regardless and kept Rice in midfield and changed the least amount of things as possible to just get us over the line. But yeah, man, it was a tough game. West Ham were fighting. Like I said, West Ham are not a joker as well, man. So we were fortunate, like in the end, overall, to actually come out with the 3 points. But at the end of the day, yeah, man, people have spoken about it that these moments happen in title winning seasons where like there's always these like odd games or this like one big save like Ryan makes. People are comparing it to the Ortega situation with Son last season. Like there's like things have gone more. I know because I'm surprised you didn't say this. I know this is the point you always make, and I hear you. I always have to like speak from my perspective. Is like I also get people like who get onto the Arsenal fans who complain that the refs are always against us and they cry about it. Then people again, I can't say that. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, so I just want to. I want to just put it out there first and say like those people too. You can't cry, man. It goes for you, goes against you. But at the same time, I feel like objectively, I can look at the season, look at the decision, and say things have worked out for us in certain key moments, and we've also had the benefit in certain key moments. I can happily say that. Don't take anything from the thing. And I can say like last season when we had like five red cards and people were getting yellow cards for situations that never got another yellow card again late in the season. That we were very unfortunate. We fell on the wrong side of the referee decisions, isn't it? So I think as long as it get your balance, like when it works for you and when it doesn't work for you, and then again, man, you don't take. I'm going to be enjoying that title regardless of people trying to like whatever. People trying to belittle it now is even making it more enjoyable. Like as I was saying, like it's now became a thing where like we weren't playing great for most of the season. We then started to fumble. See them were coming up. People were loving it. People were like, they're gonna do it again. They're gonna fumble it, and they were enjoying it.
You got to embrace being hated, man.
Bro, man, it's delicious, bro. Yeah, bro. It's so delicious. But again, it's not done yet. We have to win our 2 games. After PTSD, me, I'll give you the platform to continue in terms of like what you think is done or not. Again, we have to win our games, but again, you have to look at the game and say if you don't win these matches, you don't deserve to win the league. So that's kind of like where I'm at now with this thing, like where it's like one hand of the title, you might now just need to now do what you need to just get over the line. Like this was a game that was, if there was going to be a game that we were going to throw it away, it was going to be this West Ham game, man. So regardless of how it happened, regardless of the performance, regardless, I would have taken a 1-0 stinky corner. This is also made me appreciate the stinky corner 1 goal. I'll take PSG 1-0, nasty Gabriel or nasty and then someone puts it in. I'll take it, bro. It don't matter. It's no skin off my back. This ugliest Premier League we've seen. I don't give a toss, bro. I've been starving 22 years, bro. I never thought I would ever see Arsenal in this position again. I genuinely thought this club is finished. That's cheap. Crazy. No, genuinely, bro. I thought I'll never see this, man. I'll never see it again, man. I missed it. I was watching the January highlights, the Bergkamps. I missed the good times. I joined when we were never actually going to get over the line again because everyone else is spending money and we are cheap. So we are not going to compete. So, man, if we get over the line, Arteta, nah, man, he deserves massive credit. Like, he deserves... at the end of the stream, I want us to have a quick conversation like the whole manager stuff that's going on. I've been so interested looking to next season as well and like who people are linked to and ultimately, so I want a little section at the end of the thing or later on. But I think to kind of end my Arsenal discussion, like, yeah, Arteta gets over the line. I have to give the credit, the project and everything, like real respect, man. Because, yeah, man, we came out of nowhere. We spent the money well in general. And now one hand on the title after 22 years and in a Champions League final against probably what most people say is the best team in the world. So we'll see what we can do on the day, man. But as an Arsenal fan right now, bro, it's an amazing time, man. It's an amazing time. But yeah, what's your take on all of that?
Yeah, no, I think with the game, I'll give credit to Arteta because I think obviously you had the situation with Ben White and then he puts Declan Rice at right back. As soon as he did that, again, like I can understand the angle, but I thought, yeah, that's not the right move. Yeah.
I feel like you should put Zubimendi, but I think you were scared of some of it. I don't know what you think about that while you're on that. Because I think Zubimendi, I wouldn't have minded Zubimendi coming on in that right back position, but I think you were scared of what some of them might do to him. But I don't know what you think. Or you think you should have just gone to Mascara?
Just Mascara. Just don't even overthink it. Yeah, I think I hear it, man. I think that's just what should have happened. But then I respect it because I think he corrected the mistake. He moved Rice into right back, and one thing I respected later on is that he later on took Zubimendi off, and it's kind of like this unwritten rule kind of thing of like, you know, it's big humiliation. Like if you sub a player on and then you sub them off.
Bro, Zubimendi's going through it right now, man.
It normally don't happen unless there's like injury.
Bro, if you heard just prior on, if you heard like Arteta's like when you were talking about the line of Atletico Madrid, they're saying there's certain players that had to tell they're leaving now. I know you're talking to Zubimendi. You're telling them, brother, I'm sorry, Lewis Kelly's playing this game because he's doing the thing right now. So again, like he's definitely going through right now. But yeah, like you say, I think you had to take bravery there, regardless of the unspoken rules in football. He said, if I don't make this change, we are going to lose this match. So yeah, he had to do it, and he did it. So yeah.
Yeah, no, he had to make the move. I think he done. So I think credit to him for that. Yeah, I think obviously that the big turning point was the Mateus Fernandes chance. where it's a great move by him as well. Like
he starts
does very well,
yeah,
to work the position. He's able to cut through, and I think he even takes an extra touch that he doesn't need to take as well. Like I think because it's like, especially when you're watching it on TV, it's like you see the whole side of go
just
open. So it's just like you just open up your body, and it's just bottom corner. Like so
just those guaranteed. That's a big XG chance. That's a big XG chance.
So he takes the extra touch, and then even when he's still taking the extra touch, it's still there for him. But then he just decides to not go that way again.
Yeah,
OT was on his mind, man.
Nah, man, this guy, man, you're
OT
shameless.
was on his mind.
You're
but
shameless, man.
He decides to not go that way. And it's obviously Raya, like brilliant. He's been brilliant for you all season. But he really shouldn't be giving Raya a chance there.
Nah,
If he puts it in that bottom corner and Raya somehow
still saves it, then we say that's a sensational save.
That's
you did
out
what you
of
had
this
to
world.
do.
That's out. But I think when he didn't do that, you've made things much easier. But still, you got to give credit to Raya because it's still like a big moment in the game, and he done what he needed to do. So and then from there, you're thinking, all right, cool. Yeah, it seems like those are one of those swing moments where it's just like, you don't take that. Then
things going your way, man. Title defining season. Oh my god, that's a big moment there, man.
Yeah,
that's
it seemed like that. So then obviously, I agreed. Odegaard, he comes on, and that bit of play was brilliant. Man, like he done very, very well there. Like to hold on to the ball, but also just to be calm in the situation and know when to release it. And then Trossard, I heard that it was his first Prem goal in 2026.
It was.
Like he's scored some big goals for Arsenal. Regardless, whilst he's been there. So that was a very, very big moment. And man, from there you think it's you think that's done, like 1-0. Etc. And then obviously you get the moment in the end where Callum Wilson, which he does very well to actually put that in the net.
I know, man. That guy came on. I was moving I was thinking, who is this guy that's playing right now? But this guy's flicking over people's heads, trying to bounce. Like, why do people hate us, bro? What's your? This guy?
I mean, bro, they are fighting for their lives.
It's just true. You're right. Sorry, bro. Again, my main character syndrome. Sorry, bro.
I don't think it was about you, bro.
I know you're right, bro. Sorry, man. Sorry. You're right.
But so that was a big one. And then obviously we've discussed the riot incident already. So man, and then I think it goes your way, you hold out, and big win. As regards to the title, that has to be done.
It has to be done.
Bro. Like Burnley at home, relegated. It was always this one. This was always the one, like, out of your last three, where it's like, okay, Palace is a tough match. It's just because of the conference league final. It's because of the context. If that wasn't a thing, bro, I was supporting them in that second leg. I watched the game. I said, Palace, I need you guys to go through, man. I need you guys to be in that final. That's again the thing going for you in the season. It's because of the context. So man. Like, I think.
But again, man, still have to get over the line. But
you've got to do what you got to do. But that's it's a absolute travesty if you don't win it, bro. I think credit. Because this was always a weird one for Arteta, because it's like if he won the league, he would have got a lot of credit, and like all these years, like it's kind of like everything he's been working towards is finally like resulted in like the main prize. But then it's weird because if he didn't win anything, if he didn't win the league and lost the Champions League final, then many people want him gone. So it was such a season of extremes. It was such a season of extremes for him, fine margins. So like people have been speaking about the football X, Y, and Z, but I kind of I said it before, like it reminds me of kind of like the Southgate England situation, where it's just like people didn't really like the football, they felt it was quite uninspiring, but if he was able in that penalty shootout to win that match and beat Italy, and you bring home England's first ever Euros and first ever major trophy.
Your name is yours, bro. You're going down in history.
Do you get me? And then if again, when you're facing Spain, you're able to get over the line, then everything is remembered differently. But then when you don't, then it's like, all right, man, like, thank you for everything you did, X, Y, and Z, but ultimately you're not the guy, you need to go. So yeah, I think that's what a lot of people would have been saying about Arteta. Of course, you still got to get the job done, but yeah, man, I think that's that. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'll be extremely confident. But yeah, still obviously got a job to do. But yeah, nah, man, like I think it was a big win for Arsenal, especially considering the fact that City done what they needed to do against Brentford.
Yeah, man. You want to get into it?
Yeah, we can talk about that. I think Doku, man, he was sensational. I remember I was watching the match and literally everything is going through him. He's generating
I can't believe
football.
that. I can't believe that.
Everything is going
through man.
Who
would have thunk it?
Literally, it's everything. Literally, like he was the attack. Like everything. Just pass the ball to Doku, and then he's either gonna take on his man, take on Coyote, or O'Reilly's making the overlapping run, and he's gonna try play O'Reilly in, and then man, like he's been brilliant over these last couple of games, and literally was generating everything, and then he's unlocked this finesse finish.
Oh man, hey man, I know, man, like, I know. It's concerning.
So,
and this he can go either side thing. It's very concerning. But we had that. That's always been the biggest thing with him, right? It's that end product. And again, it's why I look at someone like Madueke as well, and I say, bro, it's so good that you can beat your man so many times. You can get to the byline. You can do. But then when the final action doesn't go to where it needs to go, then ultimately it's all pointless, man. I'd rather you don't even beat your man. Then you beat him, and then when it's time to make the final pass, you then just do some nonsense. I feel like that's what the frustration with Doku has been for such a long time. But like he's so dangerous and outside in general because he's pace. But now being able to cut in and actually finesse, and if you can add that to his game more consistently, then now you have a very dangerous footballer. Whereas
also I think just 1v1, he's devastating.
He's a problem, man. Yeah, he's a problem,
like,
man. It's a funny dribbling. It's not aesthetically pretty, but it's so effective.
Yeah,
it's so
1v1
what he does, man.
He's devastating. Like so, because also I feel like some of his teammates, again, like when they understand how to play with him a bit more and whatever, because sometimes when he's cutting it back, like
there's no
I
one
think
there.
The movement, the movement needs to be better. Like people need to read it a bit more and stuff. So I know he's very driven. I know I saw an interview where he was speaking about like he's been scoring like when he looked at the goals this season.
Is that the Sterling thing?
He was like, I need to score some tap-ins. Like he said, when I look at Sterling, he gets bare tap-ins. It's like I need to score some tap-ins.
Well, I read that, I was like, get into Sterling. What's going on here?
It was a compliment. It was a compliment. It was like he was just saying. The only thing is though, is that bro, you don't have KDB to be putting it on the plate for you like that, like how and what was happening to Sterling. Do you get me? So it's like obviously your new team. Speak to Shirky. Like, do you get me? Tell him where you want it.
Maybe you need to come to the left a little bit more. Maybe you got the overlap sometimes.
Do you get me? Yeah, speak to him. You guys can work it out. Like, do you get me? I'm sure you guys can work it out. So yeah, both talented players. But yeah, man, he was brilliant. Obviously, he gets the goal. And then Haaland gets the second, and then Marmoush gets the third. Haaland plays him in and gets the third. And that because again, if that, for example, Callum Wilson goal stood, then City they basically they worked back the goal difference. So it would have been like literally it's just a straight shootout because Arsenal have the easier fixtures.
But then you have
two left. And City have 3 games left, so City have the harder fixtures, but they've got more games to get the goals. So it's like, it would have been, it would have been mad.
Everton, you are invited to the parade. You are invited to the parade. All of them, bro. Because I think that's what made it so fun too. Is like, the fact that City were now top, and again, you just expect City to now go on to win every game, and that slip up was just on. We didn't expect it. But man. But like you said, I think in this one, I think you have to give City a lot of credit. Like they got the job done 3-0 convincingly in the end. But man, Brentford, you got blood in your hands, man. As a hate watcher who was watching that game, I said, Igor Thiago, whoever buys into this fraudulency, they deserve it, bro. I don't rate his thing at all, bro. I don't rate his thing at all.
It's a thing. Have you seen what people are saying, bro? Is that
what they saying?
He's a 3 o'clock
Oh, I've
specialist,
seen it,
bro.
bro. Once
Yeah,
it's
bro. You
televised,
can't, yeah,
once
bro.
it's
You can't,
televised,
you can't buy untelevised equal to
Major.
your
I
them,
haven't
bro.
seen him play. Every time I've watched him, I've just been like, "You've let me down. I'm
Bro,
disappointed
yeah,
in you,
it's
bro.
the
Like, I am
untelevised.
disappointed in
It's
you."
Saturday 3 p.m. That's
Oh,
where he thrives, bro. Do you get me?
bro.
Oh,
So,
watch him
so
on
Brentford, they had their chance to shout it to
no
you already.
Sky
He's thing,
Sports.
bro. Shout it to you. Another one, just like fast again. Another one that I have no time for, man. Like I just look at them. They go
This
into
is
good
hate.
positions. Nah, bro. I'm
This
sorry.
is
I'm
hate.
sorry.
This
You
is
know,
hate
is it? Because
watching.
it was because like I'm also like you guys also should have more quality in these moments as well. Like it was like even when they're going through, it's a one. It's like you should slide it across to him. You're playing the pass slightly behind him. He's going down with any little touch. I'm like, bro, man. Oh, bro, I was more disappointed in Brentford in that game than City winning. I expected City to win, but watching Brentford, I said you could have made me even more comfortable, and you didn't. So Palace is on to you now.
This is
It's
real
on
hate
to you now,
watching,
Palace, man. It's on to you now, man. But
bro. You
the
don't
question I
need
had
no
for you,
more
sorry,
favors,
bro.
brother.
I know. Hey, man, I'm greedy. I'll
You
greedy.
don't
I'm
need
greedy,
any
man.
more.
But my
Go
question
on,
for you
bro.
that I wanted to ask you is do you feel like City have lost their like their attacking aura as well, which is so weird to say because they score so many goals. But let me land with this: is that I
Yeah.
also feel like in like before they killed off this game, they also like even like Haaland, I'm seeing them get like chances. I'm like, normally I feel like you also score this and you kill the game so much earlier, but they're giving teams like so much of a chance as well to come back and like take a strangle of games and like get onto the ball. And it's just like that's why I feel like as much as like everyone has been talking about like like Arsenal have to now go win all like games even for the West Ham game. But I'm like even the City team, I do not trust them to also just go and win all of their matches because they also look like they're not finishing killing games when they could. And then like they're also like they look so vulnerable sometimes as well to like the transition. Like so I look at that Bournemouth game and I say, I would more if I had to put bet right now, I more bet that City are going to drop points in that game than they're going to pick up the win. But again, you never know; they might still win anyway. Which is why it was so important that it's now in our hands, so we now just need to win our games. It's no longer about goal difference or nothing. If we win 2-0 every game, I don't care. But like, so they're still very dangerous because they can still like blow you out and destroy teams. But like because of that lack of like initial like killer nature that I feel like I'm used to seeing them, like it feels like it's like it's so their game is so much like a knife edge even when they're like up. Even when it's one or like it's like there's still like a chance other team can come back and get something. I don't know what your take on that is. Just a feeling I watch when I watch them now, but I don't know if you feel the same way. But
I mean, this City team, like really and truly, like even going, of course, like no one's feeling sorry for City at all with the amount of money they've spent and etc. and whatever. So we're not gonna do that one. But yeah, this City team, bro, they weren't expected to win the league. Like no one at the start of the season had them winning the league. Like most people had Liverpool or Arsenal. Like they've had all timers leave, like your KDBs, etc. Like Bernardo's leaving at the end of the season. Like it's a new team with like your Shirkies. Obviously you've got Semenyo that they bought, Gay, Doku obviously he's been here, but like he's still part of like this new wave. O'Reilly's come through, etc. They got Donnarumma to replace Edison. So I just feel like it's also just one of them ones where it's just like I think that's why there was a lot of crash outs from Arsenal fans previously because I think they knew that, bruv, the City team that you've been watching over the years, this isn't the one that was going up against Liverpool. That's why a lot of people are like, this should be done. It should be done. So I think it's also just one of them ones where it's just like, I feel like really and truly they're kind of like they aren't ready. Like I think it's just one of them ones where it's like if you mess up, they wanted to just be there to get it. But it's like this would have if City won this title, it always would have been a steal. Like that's what it would have been. It would have been this.
So you're not saying so you don't think City bottled it?
They snatched it. I think they bottled the game against Everton because it's like like the game mistake and etc. I think they bottled the game, but I don't think you can say they bottled the title because they chased Arsenal down and then even like you were level of points and then there was like the goal it was even the same on goal difference and then it was like they just scored a little bit more and then obviously you played your game afterwards. So it's like because even if City had won that Everton game, they still haven't. It's still neck and neck. Like, do you get me? Like, they never ever had a lead. So I think it's probably
so there's nothing in like the moment where like it was in their hands and like they knew Like if they win all their games, they now win this league. And then at the first occasion against Everton, they fumble it and almost get destroyed in that game. I hear you though. Overall, like I hear it. I think because like they had leveled us some points and they were top technically, but it wasn't also in their hands. Like so, yeah, I wouldn't say. I think the prevailing narrative is that like it should have been done. We didn't do what we need to do. Like for me, first time you can make excuses after it's done if we do get it done. First title in a long time, maybe you just get over the line, cool. But it shouldn't have been a tight race. But now, like the moment they got into it, we all then just expected, because of what we know about City and what they've done in the past, that they would then just go on to win every game, which just didn't materialize. So man, just an interesting one, man. Like we'll talk about them a little bit more later on, because again, they're also part of like the manager merry-go-round about what's going to be them next season as well. That I want to get your thoughts on. But bro, before we get into your team, I wanted to say, man, we have to first, I think, because one of the other funny narratives from the Arsenal West Ham game is obviously the fact that like Tottenham also needed Arsenal to like win or not or take points from West Ham. Basically, Spurs fans in general would not have wanted West Ham to win that match. But in the moment when West Ham equalized, I think if I put myself in a Tottenham fan's shoes, I would take a draw. Because I still say if we still do our job, we will still survive. And Arsenal have bottled it, and that's a win-win. It's okay. It's not end the world. But that being said, they had to then go on and beat Leeds to put some daylight between them and West Ham. Make it 4 points, ultimately make it like, you know what, it's been a terrible season, but we survived by the skin of our teeth. But that's not what happened, man. They went and they drew 1-1, man. What was your opinion on the Tottenham? There we go, because again, we're speaking about the top of the league. Now again, this West Ham is also, I guess, it affects the bottom of the league. What was your reaction to the Spurs game, bro? Then we'll get to
I think obviously Spurs had a big opportunity to like give themselves some distance by beating Leeds, and obviously Leeds, they're out here and like they're chilling. Like obviously they've put in the work, and they put in a good professional performance as well, because it's like they didn't need to get anything out of that game. So fair play to them. And in the end, they even could have snatched it as well.
I feel like in the end, Spurs fans might be fortunate for that.
Brilliant save,
amazing save, man. At first, it looked like he just routed the crossbar until you see that he actually got a wrist to it. And fair play to him, bro. He came back from the recovery. He came back from the depths, bro.
With that Champions League against that Liverpool that night. Yeah.
And now it looks like he's probably. I think it's probably Ricardo's probably gonna leave anyway. He might get opportunity now. So, boy, hey man, listen. Sometimes how you end is not how you start, man. So but in general, though, it's a massive points dropped by Spurs in this one.
I think it's just one of them ones where Matisse Tell, great goal, great finish. But then you've got to be smarter than that, man.
As I was talking about earlier, football IQ, man. Sometimes it's like, and I in general, I like Tell, but I also do watch him sometimes. I feel like sometimes you play football like you're just not smart. In the nicest way possible, like you just like you see like when you decide to take someone on, when you decide to cross. I'm just like, you know what, the ability is there, but like you're not smart. Like I don't know if that's a fair thing or you feel the same way when you watch him sometimes, but like,
he's developing. I do feel a bit for like some of these Spurs players, because I feel like a lot of it's partially why I used to feel for like Archie Gray a bit. I feel like because of the situation, because of incompetence from the board, and then also their injury situation, I feel like a lot of these players, they're having to do things that you shouldn't be relying on them to do. But man, they're at where they're at. And man, I think it was a big, because now West Ham, they've still got hope. Like I think it's 2 points.
And West Ham also, bro, as someone who played both teams, West Ham were by far the superior team. Obviously, different context, different managers, but West Ham definitely have a lot about them.
And their defensively. That's why I told, even when I was telling you when we were previewing the game, and I was like, West Ham, they needed a win, but how they're gonna try approach to get that win is never going to be to open up and like allow Arsenal spaces. What the game plan would have been was for it to play out exactly how it did, but instead Mateus Fernandes takes that chance. It's 1-0. You see it out, and you take the 3 points.
Padlock upon padlock.
That's what it would have been.
Yeah, we were not scoring if they got that goal, bro. It was over.
It just didn't fall for them like that. But I think as regards to Spurs, there was a lot of hatred, obviously, because ultimately the Arsenal win benefits them, but I'll still see a lot of Spurs fans who are upset
bro. They were
that
crashing
West
out,
Ham
man.
goal ruled out, man.
And also
So,
when we also get to the point where we just said that also it was also the right decision ultimately. Just like, bro, like you're actually blinded by hatred. You're
I mean,
blinded by hatred, man.
Deserby came out and said it was
200%
definitely
is
a
a
foul.
foul. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
so yeah,
Everyone knows
man.
it's a foul, man.
I think it was just they just don't want to see I think the result last week against Villa allowed them to have more hope and confidence of staying
Yeah,
up. So they were
yeah,
like, you know what,
yeah,
we feel better now.
yeah,
We also still don't want them man winning the league.
yeah.
So then
Yeah, that's
and
exactly
then
what happened, man.
now I think is obviously with the drop points against Leeds, now all focus now is back on them staying in the league because now it's
Yo,
mathematically just between them
major,
and West Ham.
major.
So
We can
yeah,
actually
it's
have a
just them
season
and
where
West Ham.
on the last day, Arsenal win the Premier League, and on the last day,
Spurs
West
gets
Ham get
relegated.
relegated,
Yeah,
bro.
that game
Like,
against it's this week that
oof.
the Chelsea Spurs coming up after the FA Cup final. I think it's on the Tuesday. At the Bridge, and then obviously the West Ham Newcastle. West Ham need to get something out of that game. They really need to be winning that game, to be honest. They need to be
Yeah,
winning that game.
they do. They do.
If they
They
can pull that off,
Oof, the
they
pressure.
will jump ahead of Spurs, and then Chelsea will have a chance to like significantly help Spurs on their way down.
Major. You
to
know
the
what's scary about
championship,
Spurs as well?
help
Yeah,
push
like
them.
normally you have that, like, yeah, you're playing at home, it's a good thing. You then go and say
I
Everton
think
at home
home
the
isn't
next
good
day.
for them. Still.
Oh, the home is terrible for them, bro.
Yeah,
Home is terrible
I think
for them.
away is better for them.
Away, and then the away team you have is Chelsea. You would go be the more motivated than been a month. Like
Yeah,
it's oh yeah, man. The storylines in football, yeah, man. This could be a
yeah,
crazy end to the season. Like if it goes to the wire in both the title race and the relegation race. And yeah, man. But I also to be fair on them in the game too, I feel like they didn't perform too badly, but I also feel like the squad is just the quality is just so lacking, man.
yeah.
Like the
It
quality.
was good
So
for
I was
them
looking
that
at Colomwani
Maddison
in this
came
game.
off the bench.
Yeah, it was nice. But even how much you're gonna get, I don't know, man. But again, the fact that you have to rely on Madison that hasn't played in like over a year to come on and try and make something for you.
Bro,
Again, the injuries, everything, it just
It's
shows.
better than
No,
nothing.
100%. 100%.
Nah.
But my point is like it just shows again like why you're in this position. This is why when they did
Yeah.
we'll just handle our business. We don't care about what happens in the Arsenal West Ham game. How's that, bro? Like I get the good feeling, 2 back-to-back wins. Life's different now. But like you're still in that position in the table for a reason. Like these players can in any other game like not perform to the same level. The opposition might not be as low energy as Villa were in that game. So again, even though again they played well, credit where it's due. But like nothing was a given. And now yeah, they're going into 2 tough games, man. And I agree with you. I think it's all on that West Ham Newcastle game. If West Ham are able to put, and it's not beyond the realm of Newcastle have been terrible, and West Ham can sink it out and nick a goal or two. Like they're actually in very good form. I think in the form league they're still like 6 or something the start of the year or in this year. So like they've actually been in like good form. Like so, yeah, man. So Spurs is looking scary for them again, man. I think they thought they were safe, but this result I think just brings them right back into it. Like. You guys are not safe, but again, man, if West Ham drop points, then maybe again they can pick up a draw. I think if they pick up a draw against Chelsea, no, they still need to.
If they pick up a draw against Chelsea and West Ham lose, then that's that because the goal difference is too big.
It's too big. Okay,
so even if West Ham beat Leeds on the final day and Spurs lose, the goal difference is too big. West Ham has to pick up something. Yeah, if West Ham gets a draw, they'll be on 37 points, and then if Spurs lose, it'll be 38. So then going into the final day, if West Ham win and Spurs don't win, then West Ham will stay up. But it would for this game week, West Ham can't. They really need to win. They can't lose. If they lose, then it's done. Yeah, the goal difference is too big. Yeah.
Okay, cool. But then again, it's done, assuming that Spurs get something from Chelsea and they get something in that last game, and it's not beyond the realms of possibility that they could lose to Chelsea and lose to. Oh, is it still? No, right now it's 2 points, isn't it?
I'll show you.
I'm saying that if they. Oh yeah, bring it.
Yeah, let me. I'll get the thing up so I'll explain it. So currently, Spurs have 38 points.
Okay.
West Ham have 36. If West Ham lose and Spurs draw at Chelsea, it's done.
Okay, yeah.
regardless.
Yep.
Because of the goal difference.
Yep.
If they both lose, then it goes to the last game.
Yeah.
But
And I think that, So I
Yeah.
think that's what I was trying to say, that if Spurs is not, they lose both games to Chelsea and they lose to Everton, which again is possible, and West Ham pick up a win in that last game,
then
West Ham can still stay up.
West Ham. Oh, sorry.
Like,
if that's what you're saying, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So, but again, man, it's a predicament to be in, man. When you're going up against Chelsea, which again, we'll talk about them a bit later on as well. Whatever we think about them, boy, man, they're gonna be super motivated for that one, man. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. I think that's another interesting development to see how that plays out over the next couple of weeks, man. Some big games coming up, man. But bro, moving on to understand the other side of two up front. You know, I'm sorry, bro. We had to come this late into the show, but you know,
bro,
like honestly, I know you understand.
Honestly, bro, there's not much to talk about, man.
Not much. What's your take, man? You know what it is? I think
this will be a quick. If there's things around United you want to discuss, then I think this is the opportunity.
Cool. You know what? I think we'll wrap it in the end. I think my questions are more the manager stuff in general, going around everything. But this game, what's your take? We'll move on.
Yeah, man. 0-0 rotations. Obviously, Shevko didn't play. Xerxes started. Casemiro didn't play. Mount started in central midfield. Who else was there?
Yeah, Mount's contract's going up to 250k next year.
For the Champions League. I did see that, man. Hey, man, I got to pay for our crimes, innit? That's how it goes, bro.
Oh, damn.
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. But yeah, man, it was like a changed squad. Not a good performance. Sunderland should have won. We could have nicked it at the end of Cunha. Just a nothing game, man. Like, it was just a nothing game. No jeopardy. Nothing. It's just bro. I told you the rest of the season's weird, man. Like, I think next week we can get up for it a little bit because it's our last home game. Casemiro's last game at Old Trafford. So yeah, I think there'll be like an atmosphere, and even though it doesn't mean anything as regards to the table, like there's things happening. Of course, Bruno, I think if he's going to try and even have a chance of breaking the assist record, I think you probably would need to get at least the assist next week.
How many off is he right now?
He's 19, so the record is 20 with KDB and Henry. So he needs one more to equal it, 2 more to break it. So he needs 2 in 2 games to break it. He needs 1 in 2 games to equal it, basically.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, that's currently where he's at. So obviously still got eyes on that. But yeah, man, I think everything Manchester United wise is just about, after this game, I think more so people were just talking about recruitment in the summer and like our squad.
Yeah, it just showed.
Yeah.
Because again, man, you guys have a lot to do, man. To go from one game a week to now playing European football. Like, again, I look at so many players in your team as well. It's like, as much as they've done a decent job this year, Casemiro's going, but I look at like Shaw, I look at like Dallo, there's so many positions too. Like, again, you can kind of make do, because I also feel like you can't do everything in one window anyway. Like, you have to like build in sections. Again, the priority is definitely the midfield and get what you can. But yeah, you guys need a lot of work this summer, man. A lot of work, man. So yeah, man. So United, again, draw. We keep it moving, man. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's any other bro. The Chelsea. I don't even the Chelsea Liverpool game. We'll talk about that. Like, I don't think I even. I think I stopped watching it midway through. Now. I'm so bored,
bro. It's just.
I genuinely stopped watching it midway through. I was so bored.
I think Chelsea, their season is the FA Cup final, and then trying to relegate Spurs if that opportunity comes along. That's what their thing is about. Liverpool. They're fine in it. I think they've got their own worries about the manager and all of that stuff. I think mathematically they're not quite safe yet in the top 5, Liverpool, like, because I think they're 4 points ahead of Bournemouth. So if Bournemouth were to win both of their games,
I didn't know that's a plot twist. I didn't know that.
Let's say Liverpool didn't, like, they lost both of their games, then Bournemouth can leapfrog it. But Liverpool should be all right.
Okay, yeah. That's too crazy to see that they will lose both the next game. Last home game as well. Yeah, man. They have to sack slot in the spot, bro. That'd be mad. But man, that was a nothing game. I agree. Like, I don't even know what happened in it. So let's move on, man. But I don't know, bro. Do you want to get into predictions? For this weekend?
Man, we could get into predictions.
Let's do that.
Hey, man.
Every week I'm scared, man, when you bring this thing up.
Hey, the move, man.
Oh no!
Yeah, bro. Hey, man. No. Gotta make the move.
Oh
You know, I gotta
no.
make the move, bro.
What happened?
I gotta
What
make the
happened?
move, bro.
Oh no, man!
So,
I need to
yeah,
lock. Nah,
man.
this is terrible. What? I'm about to bottle the
Gotta
league.
make the move.
I'm about to bottle the league.
Hey,
No.
man. So just to
Bro.
recap the predictions. We both went for Arsenal to win 2-0 against West Ham. Obviously, it was 1-0. I went for a City 2-1 win over Brentford. You went for a 2-2 draw. So that was 1 point for myself. We both went for Liverpool 2-1.
Sorry, bro. Start. Say one. Start again. Sorry.
Cool. So we both went for Arsenal to win 2-0 over West Ham. It was 1-0
Okay.
to Arsenal. I went for a City 2-1 win over Brentford. You went for a 2-2 draw. So that was 1 point for me. We both went for Liverpool 2-1 wins over Chelsea. That was 1-1. We both went for Man United 2-1 wins over Sunderland. That was 0-0. I went for a 2-0 Villa win over Burnley. You went for a 2-1 win over Burnley. Obviously, that finished 2-2. We both went for Bournemouth 2-1 wins over Fulham. It was 1-0 to Bournemouth, so a point each there. And then this was the big differentiator. You went for a 2-1 win Newcastle over Forest. I went for a 1-1 draw. That was the correct result and scoreline. So, yeah. And then I went for a Spurs 2-1 win over Leeds. You went for a 1-0. That was 1-1. So, yeah, the differentiators was I got the 1 point for the City result. You went for a draw. I went for a win. And then I got the 3 points for the Forest Newcastle because I went for a 1-1 draw, which was correct. You went for a 2-1 Newcastle win. So that was no points for you.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, man. That was that, man.
Damn, man. Hey, look how quickly things can change. Now, let's go. Yeah, let's get into it, man.
That. So, yeah, we've got our next set of predictions. They're a bit scattered. Oh, quickly, what do you want to do? Include or not include FA Cup final?
Oh, yeah, let's do what we do normally, where we try to say
cool.
Winner, goals, who's gonna score. So we say, I always forget the rules whenever we do this. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, it's something along the lines of like correct result in 90 minutes. Or no, I don't. I think we changed it to just whoever wins the trophy, and then scorer for each team.
Okay. And how do you allocate the points for that?
I think it was like whoever wins the trophy. So correct thingy is 3 points, and then I think it's 2 points if you get the
extra.
scorer.
Like okay,
for
cool.
the scorer.
Cool.
So you want to start with that?
With the FA Cup?
Yeah.
Ooh,
we could do Prem first.
Yeah, let's do Prem first.
Let's do Prem first. All right, cool. Yeah. First up, we got City versus Palace. Yeah.
City versus Palace. Again, man, I have to be logical now, man. I can't go for what I want anymore. I'm gonna go 2-1 City.
2-1 City. I'm gonna match that.
Cool.
Crystal Palace.
People are making me laugh. I can't believe like weeks out, people are asking Glasner about what he's gonna do in the final day. Like, is he gonna that made me laugh, man. Glasner said, "Bro, don't look at me for anything." Bro, that was 37 games before this, bro.
Concern, bro.
Hey, man, you main character syndromes, bro. We don't care about you.
Next up, we've got I think it's Villa versus Liverpool on Friday.
Villa versus Liverpool. God damn, man. I don't even know, man. Oh, this prediction stuff has got so hard.
It's me. It's
Do
me
you?
first.
Okay, yeah, I'm happy. Okay, yeah.
Damn. Eesh.
I know, bro. That's how I have to think about it.
I will go. Poof, this is hard.
I know, bro. I told you, I saw it and straight away I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna go with this. But I'll
go 2-1 Villa.
2-1 Villa. I hear it, man. Oh, I'm gonna go 1-1.
I hear that as well.
I'm gonna go 1-1.
Cool. United versus Forest.
God damn. I'm gonna go 2-1 United.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go the same. 2-1 United. Damn, I was hoping
I'd go for.
your normal United hate. That's what's allowed me
Yeah,
to
nah,
get back
bro.
into this.
I know, man. But you know what is though, Major? That's why I hate watching you guys play as well. Because in all of those games, I could have been right. Like genuinely,
Hey man,
in all of them,
hey
I could have
bro.
been right, man.
That's
That's
how
what
it
pays me the
goes.
most.
Hey
That's
man,
what pays me the
if
most,
if
bro.
if Vissa
Oh,
scores against you at the
oh,
Emirates, it's 1-1. If
oh,
Fernandez scores,
oh,
it's 1-0. These are the five
oh.
margins.
It's Hashima. The team that's not competing for the league shouldn't be getting these. It shouldn't be going your way, bro. You should
These
be
are
getting
the
what you
five
deserve. But nah,
margins.
I hear it, man. I hear it. So,
All
yeah, I
right,
have to go to now.
big
Yep.
one. Newcastle, West Ham.
Newcastle, West Ham. Oh, this is a big one. Oh, this is a big one. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 2-1 West Ham.
Oof.
Oh, damn, man. I don't know, man. It's a risky one. I'm gonna go 2-1 West Ham.
You know what? Yeah, I hear it. I do hear it. Newcastle haven't been on form, and West Ham, they are fighting for their absolute lives.
Bro.
They're fighting for their
Like I said,
lives.
bro, that game, bro, they got a lot of my respect, man. I can't watch that game and then
man.
I have to say, me personally,
I think I'm gonna match that. You know,
you're gonna match it.
I'm actually gonna match that. Yeah,
Mad, yeah,
I
that
can
was
see
risky.
that.
It's a risky one.
I can see that. I will go next. So we have Everton, Sunderland.
Everton.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Everton.
You're gonna go 2-1 Everton.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm gonna match you on that, man. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 Everton as well. Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, I need to pull away strategically now, man. Put myself on the back foot.
All right, man. Yeah. Arsenal, Burnley.
7. Arsenal, Burnley. I'm gonna go 3-0 Arsenal.
I was about to say this is as 3-0 as 3-0 you can get, bro. I'm putting this up. This is the most easiest 3-0 prediction.
Hey, man. I hope that's the case, man. I hope Burnley don't turn up and move like
this 3-0 prediction.
Like
all right,
prime
cool.
buster.
We will, because Arsenal play on the 8 o'clock on the Monday, and then we've got City, Bournemouth, and Chelsea, Spurs on the Tuesday. So you know what? Let's include those as predictions because we won't be able to stream before that.
Cool.
Because of those games.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wait. So what's the dates for those dates? Sorry, say that again.
So Arsenal, Burnley's on a Monday night.
Okay.
And then Bournemouth City 7:30 on Tuesday, and Chelsea Spurs is 8:15 on Tuesday.
Oh, mad. Okay.
So
okay.
So let's include those.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So let's include those in the predictions.
Calm.
So cool. Bournemouth City. I'm gonna go 2-1 City on this one.
I hear it. Oh, this is so dangerous. This is so dangerous to see take it to the final day. Because yeah, Bournemouth, as much as I'm gassy, you might come and just turn over as well.
They haven't lost in like 16 to be fair.
know.
I feel like it's
I'm gonna go 2-2. I'm gonna go 2-2.
I hear it still.
I'm gonna go 2. It's risky though, but yeah, man, this might be where the title was decided. The way the prediction table was decided.
All right, cool. And Chelsea Spurs.
Boy. Boy. I'm gonna go 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. I think I'm gonna match you on that.
And then match me
I
on
think
that.
hatred will get them through.
Yeah, I think
even
Spurs
though
will be
they've done
fighting,
well
but yeah, man, the quality in their team.
The
is
only
just...
thing I'm thinking of, and we'll get onto now, is the cup.
Yeah,
It's
that
the
could play.
cup.
That could be
Yeah,
interesting.
because it's
But what
Saturday
happens
to
after that?
Tuesday.
They get bad by City in that. I don't know what the
Yeah.
mood will be saying.
I
Don't
don't
know
know,
how
man.
excited you can be to relegate Spurs. So yeah, no, that's true. That would make a man. And that's also a factor of Bournemouth City as well. Like,
Yeah.
So
All right, cool. Let's do the cup prediction then. What are you going for?
Yeah, I'm going City. Actually, this, you know what is it? Sometimes I realize I actually haven't even thought about this. I get ready for the stream here, and then in the moment I'm like, what do I actually? To be fair, I don't even.
Do we not? Is it just one goal scorer that we'll do? Because I guess we can't do 2 goal scorers if someone doesn't think.
Yeah.
It can finish 1-0 in it.
One goal scorer from the winning team type. It's like
one goal scorer from the
Like
okay.
I think that's how we do it. Yeah. So it's like you have to first get the 3 points to get the 2. Oh no, is that how it works? Is that how it works? They get to get the 3 points, get the 2. Or if the other person said this goal scorer, but the team still lost, would they still get 2 points for that goal scorer?
I don't know. Let's decide it now. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
I'll give it your chasing, so I'll allow you to make the decision.
You know what? This is why you shouldn't gamble. You need the 2 points to go to the winning team.
It needs to go to the winning team.
Yeah, it needs to go to the winning team. So yeah, cool. I'm gonna go prediction. I'm gonna go. I think City win it, and I'm going to say my goal scorer in this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go Haaland.
Cool. So, what's the?
Oh, and we didn't score as well.
Yeah. So I think what we did was if you get whoever lifts it, it's a point.
Okay.
I think if you get the
right
correct score line is 3, and then if you get the goal scorer is 5.
Okay, cool. Let's do it that way.
Yeah.
Let's do it that way. Let's do it that way. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna say. And then I'm gonna say for score line, I'm gonna go 3-1 City. 2-1 City. 2-1 City. I'm gonna go 2-1 City. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 City. Yeah.
And then let me put Haaland. I'm definitely putting City to win, even though Chelsea do like to turn up. To be fair on them,
they do.
But I'm not gonna risk that.
Nah, man, come on, bro. Back Chelsea, back the Chelsea. Back the Chelsea, man.
I think I'm gonna go 2-1 as well.
You're gonna go 2-1 as well. Damn, man, this guy's ruined all my potential differential. This guy just ate it all up. Damn. You know what? Hey, man. Again, like I said, the gambling is already bad, so I'm gonna take it here. I'm not gonna make no changes.
The problem is I'm thinking goal scorers and I'm thinking, bro, Haaland's just such an obvious one to go for.
Man, it's so obvious. Even if he's
the thing is, he don't even have a great record in finals. Yeah, I was thinking Doku because he's a great form, but I just think they get a penalty. Haaland's like it's just
man.
But then also I don't. The thing is though, I don't want to because if I do that, it just removes all the jeopardy. So I'm trying to.
It does. We might as well never predict this.
Yeah. So there's no point. So I'm thinking. Is there any other way we can add jeopardy to this? Is there any other way we can add jeopardy to this?
Boy, I have something in mind.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go Haaland. We'll add jeopardy like this. Let's say extra 2 points for the minute the first goal is scored.
That's mad. What kind of prediction is that, Major?
So it's whoever's closest to the minute.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
whoever's closest to the minute.
Okay.
And just I will go first.
Okay.
So you can work off. So it means that I can't just try and thingy.
Try
Yeah. So whether if you do the same as me, that's your own.
All right, cool. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I will go. Is this a second half where it stays tight, then it opens up in the second half?
This is a horrible addition to it, man. This is too much, man.
Hey, I can remove it.
No, man, keep it. I need it. The beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. I'm complaining, but I'm not complaining.
I am gonna go. I'm gonna go half an hour. I'm gonna go 30th minute.
You're gonna go 30th minute.
Yeah, first goal.
Oh, damn, man. What do I think? It's a little bit scary. What do I think? All right, cool. I'm gonna go 25 minutes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 25 minutes. Yeah,
so
I think it's a risk of either side. Yeah.
So I just needed to
put myself in the thing
for half an hour.
Yeah, there you got that. Yeah. But again, man, hopefully you don't get all these extra bonus points, all this accumulation. Hopefully, it cancels out somewhere.
I mean, to be fair, that's essentially. To be fair, that's essentially that 25, the first goal scorer thing. That's essentially what this FA Cup final, because the rest we've got the same. So it basically just is this. Yeah. So
that's true. So is that when is the first goal scored? Is it in that first 25 minutes or is it after a late one? Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's that.
I hear that.
That's that still for the predictions.
That's the predictions done. Hey man, so it should be a good one, man. But Major, I wanted to finish the stream, because I was been looking around like the football landscape, and I was like, you know what? I'm also really excited. I'm just closing all my tabs, so I'm freezing a little bit. I'm really excited about next season, man. Like I love the not just like what happens on the pitch, like what happens outside the pitch in terms of just like what clubs are doing in terms of managers and what's happening in the football landscape in it. So like I wanted to kind of touch on a few kind of managers. I really kind of gave him his credit earlier, but like I said, man, I think when it's over, we can really talk about it. But I feel like you have to, if Arsenal get over the line, I think Arteta, we have to look at the project. And like you say, I feel like we have to give so much credit that it took this long, whatever we spent, whatever, but we built a team eventually that was able to take Arsenal from being the depths of finishing 8th and looking like we were never gonna, in my opinion, compete at the highest level again. Maybe it was dramatic. That's how I felt at the time. To now a team that is about to win the league, as ugly as it is, as much as maybe things are going away this season, West title, whatever. Like all that being said, and like in the Champions League final as well, with the potential that in a one-off game against what everyone would say the best team in the world could potentially win the champs. Again, if that happens, I feel like, yeah, man, we're gonna have to look back at the 6 years, and now we have to give it so much credit, man. So I say that to say that he's on the verge of it looks like signing a new contract that'll take him maybe another 3-4 years, taking him up to like 10 years at the club. And ultimately, we can speak about like next season and this football being sustainable and the fact that he has to make changes. And like we saw what happened with Slot as well. He can win the league 1 year and 1 year completely fall off. So again, he now has to actually like kind of continue this progression. But like the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I was hearing some discussions like, oh, can Arsenal go on to dominate? And again, I feel like football's gonna go back more to like when one team wins it this year, another team can win. I don't think our team will be like just stand out just better than everyone else. But I think we've definitely built a squad and with the right additions can continue over the next few years to continue playing at like the highest level of football. If Arsenal continue to make the right decisions in terms of just like player recruitment and like how we're running as a club, man. So I just wanted to kind of say that again. We'll talk about it more at the end of the season, but I think I wanted to say that to give him his credit first in terms of like what he's on the cusp of. And then what's really interesting to me, bro, is I'm seeing the Alonso to Chelsea stuff. And bro, that's so interesting to me because I think we've been so critical of Chelsea, rightfully so, made horrible decisions. Don't recruit properly, aren't making decisions on the pitch. Again, they have to get over the line because you can be talking to someone, but if they can sell the project to Alonso, that's a move that concerns me. Because then I now look at the club and say they have a lot of talented players. If they bring in maybe 2 or 3 starting players that come into the team, all the jokes and stuff and how bad this season was, they now become a serious threat going forward if they're able to pick up a manager like Alonso. We'll see what happens with that. Iraola too, I think, is a very exciting manager, prem proven, that's doing well. Again, like that's the kind of manager that in the right team, I think he can also go to the next level.
He was getting linked to Palace.
I know, man, bro. I can't. I'll be so disappointed that happens. We didn't speak about it, but I will actually be so disappointed that happens. For football, I really want him to go and get like a Chelsea or United. I'll be much more interested in what he does there than if he goes to Palace. But so I wanted to kind of wrap up this. So to get your thoughts on that, the Chelsea stuff, I went to again with the managers, and then sorry, I had one more. Then to wrap in, I was also thinking like Carrick in this discussion too, like how you feel seeing like these managers be linked, like Iraola. Are you like, you know what, cool, he deserved it, fine, or like does the results more recently as well make you think that? I also heard that maybe they're looking at giving him like a 3-year contract. So I don't know how you feel about that. Like, so basically this segment is just about like managers. And to wrap it up, bro, last one to kind of put into this is the excitement and entertainment of Mourinho back at this Real Madrid team. Oh my God. It's going to be delicious entertainment. Is it going to work? I don't think it's going to work, but is it going to be delicious entertainment? Are we going to be there when if it doesn't work out? Oh, we'll be there, man. The special one back. So I think next season, I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at potential manager movements. I'm looking at like the landscape of the league. If Pep leaves, if Maresco goes to City now, what that means. And it's just like we're also going into like an exciting period of just like there's going to also be a lot of changes around the league as well and like what people do. And I just wanted to kind of get your take on this, like, I guess, as this season is starting to slowly wind down, just like your thoughts on these like bigger footballing, I guess, like recruitment that's going on right now, or that's going to happen in the summer. Like what your take on all of that is.
I think firstly with like Chelsea and Alonso, I think if they got him, I think that would be a good signing. I think Alonso's a good manager. I think he proved what he can do at Leverkusen. It didn't work out at Madrid, but I don't put that all on him. I think Madrid's just like
everything that's come out has helped his PR. Everything that actually helped his PR that's come out recently.
So I think that would be a good move. Again, that's one thing. Still got to look at recruitment.
Yeah, that's a key thing.
That'll be another thing. Iraola.
I'll be shocked to be taken. That's the interesting thing. So I feel like he's in the position of power. He surely can only take this job if he says we're not doing that rubbish. If I'm gonna come and take it, I need to have more say type situation. But Iraola is more of the person who's like in a weaker negotiating hand. Where he might just say, "Cool, you know what? Cool, give me the players. I'll do what I can with them." It's gonna be interesting to see if they get who they go for, who they get in the end, and whether like how it works out basically in terms of recruitment. But yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know because Chelsea are still their big club, like they're a big club. Like so, I think the obvious link was Liverpool, just because obviously like his playing career and stuff. And I think obviously if Slot went, then that seems to be like the obvious move. But currently, it doesn't look like Slot's gonna go. I think that's what's at play there. But yeah, like if Alonso did, I think Liverpool, I think he definitely would have a good chance of getting that. But let's say for conversation's sake, they keep to a Slot. Then Chelsea's a big club. Like, those roles, it's like you don't know what things are gonna look like a year later. Like, do you get it? So I feel like he definitely would want probably some assurances from the board, but I also don't think he's gonna be like demanding anything, and from this board as well. But
that's why I don't think it works.
I don't think he'll be demanding like anything crazy, and I don't know if the board will take him on if he is.
No, I agree. I agree. I think that's what ultimately it's that alignment with the recruitment. I think he's also done enough that you also can't just. He's not a schmuck where you're just like, yeah, bro, we don't care. We don't care about what you say you need. We're getting these players because the project in it. Like, he has to have a good say in that discussion as well. Like, otherwise, I think he just won't take. He might just then say, I don't think this is an attractive job. We've spoken about this as well. That unless Chelsea also change their ways in how they also try to do things, I also feel like the most elite managers that have options too would just say, this is no, I don't want to do this. It's like as big a club as Chelsea is. If you're trying to now, that's why what was looking like with Chelsea when they were going like that Maresca, then Rafinha. Linked to maybe the next Strasbourg manager. It's like the caliber of manager you're going to have to go down to that accepts these stipulations of how you have to work are not going to be the elite ones.
But you know what you need to. But also the other thing to factor in though is that Chelsea, if they lose the FA Cup final, and and also via the league, it looks there's a good chance where they're not then they're not going to get Champions League football, and at the moment they might not even get Europe.
Yeah,
That affects your transfer window.
it
Like,
does.
do you get me?
It does.
That it affects your transfer window. So now, like, maybe players that you would have been targeting before, you may not be able to get. So, like, I think that's why they probably would want someone who can coach and make players better and kind of like can. Like, yeah, because I don't think Chelsea are going to be able to go and just be getting like the cream of the crop. Yeah, in the summer. Like, do you get me? I don't think they're going to be able to do that. I feel like even Man United, and we're Man United, and we done well to get who we got last summer. Like,
Yeah,
do you get me?
yeah, we were
Yeah,
shocked for a
like,
reason.
yeah, we done well to get. So it's like, yeah, I think they're gonna struggle. They're gonna struggle more so than, of course, if they were competing in the Champions League and things were better financially from that point of view. So yeah, but I think Alonso would be a good move. I think Iriola would be a good move, but I think it just a lot of it just depends on Blue Coal, man. I feel like that's the thing. It's like the managers are one thing, but it's just yeah, man, with Blue Coal. And I think again, moving it on to Man United, it's just like, bro, I like Iriola. I think he's a good manager. Like Alonso, he's not been linked with us at all, and obviously there's the Liverpool links there as well. And yeah, and I don't think that could
even make sense right now. Your squad, everything is just
yeah, but yeah, like Carrick obviously is there. Me, honestly, bro, it's just I think my main primary focus is the recruitment. I feel like that's the thing. Yeah, it's the recruitment. Like, yeah, like we need a good few signings. We've got like a massive. We've got going into the season. We have Kobe in the midfield. That's it. Like, do you get me? So we need to get 3 midfielders. Like, do you get me? So it's like if you're able to get me Tchouaméni, Mateus Fernandes, and Baleba, then I'm like, okay, well, I'm happy with that midfield rebuild. Yeah, like, you get me? Or instead of a Baleba or Wharton or whoever, but like something within that ilk, like Anderson, I think it will go City. But yeah, if you're able to do that, and then outside of that, even with that, we've still got work to do. We've still got like a left back that's needed.
What do you think about Dogu though? Like, I see this left wing. I'm like, surely Dogu has to just be a left back. Just like if you even think that he's capable of playing left wing, just playing left back.
Yeah,
anyway,
I think he long term he will be a left back. Like, do you get me? Like, I think he just needs to. They need to. I think he's one of them people that you can be used as a utility player in different positions. But I think predominantly he will be a left back. I'm like, yeah, but centre back as well. Martinez is always injured. De Ligt has just been
out. This guy disappeared the whole season, man.
And he was performing very well when he was there. And then he's had this back issue, and we don't know what's happening. So it's like him and Martinez and De Ligt. Those are 2 key centre backs. We don't know what things are saying injury wise. And then we've got Heaven, Yoro, and Maguire. Like, do you get me? Like, obviously Maguire, like, squad player, fine. He can come in, start certain matches or whatever the case may be. And then obviously the young 2, like the other 2, they're young. Like, do you get me? Heaven's been doing very well. Euro struggled a little bit as of late, but still talented. But he's still young. He's still learning his trade, whatever the case may be. So if we can't rely on Martinez and De Ligt, then we need one more there.
Do you think a centre back is more important than a backup striker? Because I'm thinking I say that because when you look at like the midfield rebuild, I completely agree that'd be so good. But I feel like the issue is now is like you have like a Maguire play. He's gonna play too many games because of the lack of cover like above him in terms of Martinez's maybe injury record or De Ligt just not being there. So it's like it now gets to the point where like if you're having to rely on him more often than not, how big of an impact does that make to like how you play? Like, it's like, do you feel like you need like an A side cinema? You can just get away with someone who's just decent? Like, what's your take, I guess, in terms of the priority of the center forward backup or the center back?
Yeah, center forward backup, I actually don't think it's hard to solve, because I don't think we need to splash any sort of crazy money, or we don't need we don't need to go and get Isak. Like, do you get me? It's nothing like that. Like, I think Sheshko's there, he's doing his thing. I think it's just literally the fact that especially Xerxes it looks like there's a good chance he might go. If that happens, we've got one striker. So it's literally just a matter of numbers. Like it's just literally, we've only got one striker. You can't have one striker.
Yeah,
obviously, Mbeumo can play there, Cunha can play there, but we literally just have one recognized striker. That's the problem. Like, but I don't think people have been linking, like the players if you see the players we've been linked with, it's like Welbeck. Like, do you get me, to come back and do a little job? Like, do you get me?
I hear it, man.
Like,
I hear it.
Yeah, it's like, it's not like we're not, it's not somewhere that we're trying to splash 60. Like, do you get me? I think it's just, bro, we can't go into the season with one striker. It would be good if we have someone else who's got experience as well, because Šeško's young. So it's like, like when we're playing X amount of games, we've got an experienced striker along with our 22-year-old striker. And like we were not just relying on one striker, because Šeško's also picked up little injuries and stuff like that. So it's like, you just literally just can't go. So I think that's the necessity of the backup striker. It's literally just purely numbers. Like, do you get me? It's like, like you need someone else. Centre back, if Martinez and De Ligt are fit, then it's we can manage. The problem is that they've not proven that can be the case. If they've not proven that that's been the case, then I think we definitely need at least one more. I think we definitely need at least one more.
I hear that.
Like, I think that's just where it is with that. Then I think we definitely need a winger. And I'm seeing reports about Cunha and Dorgu are the winger options, and that can't be, brother. Like, you get me? Like, and that's nothing to do with them. None. It's just none of them are wingers. Like, it's not a diss to them. It's just none of them are wingers. Like, Cunha's been able to do his thing there. Dorgu had Ballon d'Orgu for 2 games, and obviously smashed those beautiful goals in. But it's like, like we profile wise, like when you're seeing what Doku's able to give City, like, and you realize how valuable it is to have someone who can go one-on-one and like dribble past you and like can generate football. Like, we just need.
I have a question though, sorry, bro. Like next season, even in the midfield, I know you said that you need 3. So does that like it does mainly become like I guess the backup to the 2 that start? Like if it's a Tchouaméni and Matheus Fernandes, or what would you I guess how do you see that in terms of like his hierarchy in the midfield rebuild? Because obviously Bruno's going to be there, so that's the position taken. I guess what's your quick take on that?
Kobe's a starter player, but because you're a starter player doesn't mean that you start every game. Like Kobe can't start every Champions League game and every Premier League game. So it's like you need more than 2 starter caliber players. Like, I think that's just where it is. Kobe also, like, he can pick up little niggles, people can get injured, whatever the case may be. So it's like, it's not that we're looking at Kobe as like not a starter type of player. It's just that you can't just have 2 starter caliber players. Like, do you get me? And because when that's the case, it's like what I don't want is a situation like with Norgard, where it's like, man, you're just not comfy putting him in any sort of big game. Like, do you get me? It's like, you're just there. I hear it, man. I'm not hearing it.
I hear it, man. I hear it.
So it's like, like you need, if we're playing Champions League, Premier League, etc., and also like it's competition for places. So I think that's just literally what it is. So if you have Tchouaméni, you've got Matheus Fernandes, you've got Kobe Mainoo. Those are 3 players that I'm happy that can start. That's the problem that we've had this season, is that we had a Casemiro, we had Kobe, and
Mount
then
in that midfield.
That's it. Mount, Ugarte, like I think Ugarte, the record with him starting is like we almost lose every game, bro. Like, do you get me? So it's like we need just multiple starting caliber players. So if you
what do you think about the Edison link, sir? I don't know if you saw that. I know it's agent led, but you don't like it, yeah, man. I liked it. I was like, this is what United should do.
If you get him, he needs to be 100% the 3rd option. Even then, I'm not happy. That's what I'm saying. West Ham go down. That knocks the price. Because Matheus Fernandes.
No wonder you're on my side with the foul situation. I should have known.
The thing is with Matheus Fernandes as well is that I would want him regardless if West Ham go down. Like he's not even like just a
bargain.
Just a bargain. I would want him regardless. The thing is though is that I'm not convinced that United will get him regardless.
Yeah. I don't think
So that's why
it'll become a money exercise.
Yeah, so that's why, brother, I understand why. Do you get me? You looked at that far corner, you said, not for me.
Hey, man, listen, we deserve this, man. If Son can do it, he can do it too, man.
It's all right, man. So, Mateus, I know Bruno's your OG, bro. I've seen the interviews. I've seen how you speak about him. Come to Old Trafford. So, yeah, if you've got Mateus Fernandes, he's someone I'll be happy with. Tchouaméni, I think I think someone like him would be important if we can get him just because of experience. Because if you've got like Kobe, Mateus Fernandes, and Beleba, I think it's like a 20. Kobe's just turned 21 in April. I think Mateus Fernandes is 21. That's what I also love about him. He's only 21, bro.
Young,
like,
he's
just,
serious,
man.
man.
And it's like, bro, man, could he's passing. I'll see you spray. I'm
bro.
seeing him intercept, shield the ball. Like, bro. Just hey, get him to OT, man.
But you know what's that's the thing though. Like, do you think do you trust Carrick, I guess, tactically in terms of like how he will set up, even with the better players?
Bro, like, this is all remains to be seen in it, because it's like Carrick's remit was to get us into the Champions League. He's done that. He's won I think he's had 15 games. He's won 10, drew 3, lost 2. Good record. He's done what needs to be done. Kobe playing with confidence, new contract signed up, all of that stuff. Tactically, are there things that I look at and say, you know what? I don't love this 100%. But then also, it's like, I feel like sometimes you can't have it both ways, where in the sense of like, if man has a remit and it's like, all right, cool, I'm gonna make the do with what I've got and try get the best out of these players, then also sometimes to do that, it might not necessarily be the way you want to play, but you just know that, okay, well, I've got Kobe and I've got Casemiro, who's 34, and then my other midfield options, I'm not happy with them, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I think I've got to give him a chance. Like, do you get me? Like, I've got to give him a chance. Because there's certain things that I think he's done well, but then I think definitely from a control perspective, especially, like, there's times where it's like we've been playing and sometimes United can be a bit frantic just naturally as a football club. Like, we're not the type of like metronomic kind
technically
of like
secure.
Like, no, we're technically secure, but just not like every, like, we're just possession. Sometimes even when United were in our prime, we even like the game getting a bit frantic.
Chaos. I would say, but if you take a man on and it bubbles and it goes side to side, bro, that's part of the transition.
We've always been a transition. Like, that's all under Fergie. Like, that's always been Rooney, Ronaldo, boom. Like, I remember goals we scored against Arsenal at the Emirates, where it's just from one end to the other, bang, bang, bang. Like, that's always been in our DNA. So I like that stuff. But then obviously there are certain games where it's like, cool, we need to control this football match. Like, things need to be more measured, whatever the case may be. So with Carrick, man, it's just it's a weird one. Like, obviously some people are saying there's other managers, and I hear it. If they give it to him, then yeah, man, just recruit right, and then we'll see what happens. Of course, whoever gets it, I'll support them like I always do. So it's just one of them ones, man.
Last question on him, like, how does he come across when he talks? Because again, just from the outside, I don't see any sound bites. I'm sure he's not saying nothing crazy.
No,
but it's like,
that's one of the best things about him.
I guess. But then do you agree? Like, it's like, because I feel like there's also that element too with managers that it's like you also want to hear like the vision of what you're trying to build, and it's like when you hear him speak, do you see him as someone who's talking as like I'm trying to get United back to hell? Like he has like what he's working towards something, or like, I guess, do you get that when you hear him speak? Is my question. Like,
I like how he speaks. Like, he's very. I think one good thing is that he's very. You don't get too high, you don't get too low. Like, I think that's kind of how he was as a player as well. Like, do you get me? Very cool, calm, and collected. Even when we're talking about Champions League qualification, he was talking about like, it's good that we've achieved it, but also it's not something that we want to over celebrate. We like that stuff. Like, do you get me? Those are the things he should be saying. Like, because he knows, innit? He's been there. Like, he's got 5 prems. Like, do you get me? He knows what the remit is. Like, bro, he's there on the Fergie. Bro, like, he's there. Fam, it's like, what? Champions League, Premier League double. Like, he's been there. He's seen it all. FA Cup, League Cup. He's done everything. Like, so as regards to what the standards are, we don't need to tell him because he knows. Like, do you get me? So it's like, I think that's always a good advantage. Yeah, he's very. I think when you see like Amarim or even a Ten Hag, I think both of them are much more kind of like like.
Bro, I was seeing a clip on
Not-
Twitter every other day, bro. I was
Yeah, like
like,
they're much more outspoken. They're gonna
Yeah.
say Carrick's he's very cool, he's very calm. And then obviously, like he said that, yeah, like, you know, whenever he's making decisions for like the long term as well as regards to like trying to better United. But then obviously there's only so much he can do until he knows that he's permanently going to be the manager. Like, do you get me? So it's like there's only so much he can do and say, because at this moment he's an interim manager. So it's like, cool, just gonna try to do what I need to do, but it's only so much I can do. So yeah, man, like Carrick's cool. He's not like Arteta, whereas like Arteta's like a very passionate guy. Like, do you get me? Whereas like you see him up and down the touchline and he's much more intense and whatever the case may be. Carrick's just, his personality is just not like that. Like, do you get me? Like, yeah, but obviously that, yeah, he loves United, was a great player for us. He knows the standards. Even he knows, again, all the right things, like he's out here going to the youth games. Like, do you get me? And it's like, you know, United fans, man, we love all of that. We'll lap it up. Like, do you get me? Yeah, this, seeing the youngsters, the academy players, it's refreshing when our last manager was trying to call them out in press conferences. Like, do you get me? So,
I'm
yeah,
a
man.
magician.
Yeah, oh, bro. So, yeah, man, it's just good to see like there be a level of calm around United. And I think the good thing about it as well is that United is like, we're just always talked about so much. So it's like, it's sometimes good having a manager who knows not how to take the bait with certain questions. Who knows how to like, who knows how to protect, who knows how to thingy this, like he just knows how to do. Even like they were talking about Casemiro and like, oh, like, would you want to stay one more? He was like, this was decided before I even got here. Like, do you get me? So we're just enjoying the this and like he just knows how to deflate things, because United, the attention. And it's funny as well because we'll probably quickly talk about this just because I know you mentioned it earlier on, but when you're talking about the most hated, and yeah, so you say you think it's Arsenal now?
I think we're supposed to, man. I think the circumstances of like the banter era and online fans and Arsenal, like we all hate Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans move crazy sometimes. I feel like that has coincided with just like globalization has now meant that I feel like opinion-wise, we're just more hated, because it's also just the standard opinion now is that everyone wants Arsenal to lose type situation. Like they want Arsenal to bottom the league, even if they're a smaller team than Arsenal. I've seen people in the championship want Arsenal to lose the league. I'm like, why? why do you want Arsenal to lose the league? What do you gain? What do you get from that? Like, so I feel like from that perspective, I think we may have again, it's because people are losing that banter, what they've enjoyed for so long, that sweetness of like, no matter what we're going through, Arsenal going to give us our point in the season that we're going to now be happy, or we can crash it on them.
That's what I was going to ask. Is that hatred? Or is that they just don't want their laughing to stop? Is it a thing where it's like,
I think it's
the banner era and there's all like the AFTV stuff and whatever and this. And I think there's maybe an element of like, you know what? We've been enjoying this for so long, man. Like, we don't want that to stop. We don't want it to end.
John, this is why they say like love and hate are opposite sides of the same coin, bro. I feel like I agree. I feel like they loved it, and the fact that that's been taken away, I think that's what's led to hate, man. Because the visceralness of the reaction that I saw after that West Ham thing, it exposed a lot of people. People that were like, maybe were trying to be cool, coil. Well, I want us to win the league, but they're like, but in that moment exposed, you genuinely just like, nah, man, fuck these lot. Fuck these lot. Fuck these lot. I hate them.
I therefore think Arsenal are hated. It's interesting. United.
No, I hear it, man.
We've never been liked.
No, I hear it. It was a point. I want to get your opinion, what you think about it, but
it's an interesting discussion. Like, and because you know what it is, I think you've definitely got this thing where it's like this whole thing with the fans, quote unquote, where people want to just laugh at you. Obviously, you've got your traditional rivals. So you've got Spurs, you've got Chelsea. I always say the rivalry between you and Chelsea is weird to me, man. I always looked at it weird. Like, it's just a weird rivalry.
The little bro, man. I told you, bro.
It's a weird, right? All the transfers.
I know. I told you, bro. Little bro, we're family.
It's all a bit weird, man. Like, I've always found it a little bit weird, Arsenal and Chelsea. But yeah, you got those two, and then obviously you had the rivalry with Man United as well. Then I feel like it's weird because it's like, yeah, I've seen a lot of Liverpool fans, for example, want City to win the league, which I've always found weird because Liverpool, like, obviously you've had sport from a sporting side, yeah, but you and Liverpool have never had like any sort of traditional fierce rivalry. Like, yeah, like they're not your traditional
I
rivalry.
said it, bro.
Like,
I think because again, I think we've all been part of it. Even as Arsenal fans, we were nowhere near. Man City, please go win every title. It's like, we're not doing nothing. Man City winning it hurts us at least. But even when Liverpool are competing, I genuinely really always respected the Liverpool team for how they were managing to do it as well. Like, I was like, you know what, fair play, man. You guys are going up against
Arsenal fans. I never saw Arsenal fans like desperate for City to win the league, like how Liverpool fans are desperate for City to win the league. Like for Man United, again, and that's the thing. We've just got bear ups in it. So of course you're saying the whole.
I think yours is old media. I think yours is traditional media. Like, your thing is like United lose and we know we can sell papers. We can get this out. Like, I think our thing is the online thing.
Yeah, like I think it's you coincided online where it's just like, yeah, there's just so much going there. I think therefore though, like there was that, because even like United, like I remember there was a time where it's like I'm up in Birmingham and it's like, bro, there's people that I think we don't have beef with you lot. Like, why are you so happy that we've lost? Like, do you get me?
Cool,
yeah, like why are you so happy that we've lost? And I think there's definitely an element of like people love to see the giant fall. Like, do you get me? It's like, yeah, so it's like whenever the giant falls, like people love it. Like, do you get me? So it's like, yeah, people say, oh, Fergie time, Fergie, all of this. So whenever it's like, nah, bro, we want this to last as long as possible.
You're right.
So I think
it's a talking point at that time, and I agree.
Yeah,
I can imagine Fergie time, you would have had haters.
And I think that's the thing, because the Premier League era coincided with Manchester United's most successful era. Like when televisation's happening, when like the globalization of the Premier League is occurring, is when Manchester United is at most successful. So I feel like there's just a whole generation of people who've grown up who are just sick of it. So it's like, whilst we're bad, it's just it's just they don't want to see it at all. I think with the Arsenal thing, I think it's generally a thing partially of like, I don't think you have as many traditional rivals in the same sense like as Manchester United, because I think obviously we've got Liverpool, who are number one rivals who we hate. We've got City, who are local rivals, and then 2008 they get taken over, and all of a sudden these men are winning titles. So it's like, bro, like, you know, when the block just gets hot. Like, out of nowhere.
They're closing on your Premier League titles, isn't it? I think you guys have 13 Premier League titles, and they have 7 or 8. They've got 8. They've got 8. Mancini, Pellegrini, and then Pep got 2, and then got 4. So he's got 6 altogether. So they got 8. Yeah, we got 13. They got 8. Yeah. So if they were to win it this year, they would have 9. So yeah, so they're still they're still a little bit off, but they've been working it. They've been working their way. So it's like, so we have that. Then obviously we've got Leeds. Like, do you get me? Where there's a whole history there. And then Arsenal was like the rivalry of the Premier League era. Like, do you get me? With Ferguson, Wenger, and Keane, Vieira, Pizzagate, Battle of Old Trafford, whatever. Invincibles, treble. So it's like loads of people who have grown up through that. That's where it's like, I think the everlasting hatred, where Arsenal fans hate United and United fans hate Arsenal. I think that's where it's still so thingy, because I think that's when you grow up on something, I think it remains with you. So I think that's where a lot of people, I hate to be an Arsenal fan.
Got that, all of that stuff. Like, do you get me? RVP, all of that. So it's like, I think that's where a lot of that comes from. Like, do you get me? And then it's like, so those are like traditionals, but then we still just got people who they just don't like United. Like, do you get me? It's just like, they just don't like United. It's like, and I think
it's an interesting one, man. It's an interesting one. Because I guess, like you said, I feel like
I'll therefore say it's us two. It's therefore us two. It's therefore United and Arsenal
between us.
I'll say that.
Man. Oof, I can't believe the outrage that this weekend caused. But I was just watching all the different reactions, seeing people losing their head, fuming. Arteta's the hypocrite. Of course you can see it now. I was like, bro, relax, man. Ultimately, it's the right decision, man. Let's calm it down.
You know what was funny with Arteta though? Managers are hilarious, though. Managers because the
but how
thing
much
that made me laugh
credit he was
about
given?
Arteta. No, yeah, it was the Arteta was like, no, man, GMOL. I've got to respect them because in this moment, for the first time, I thought about the pressure that's on the officials. I thought about the pressure. I thought about the pressure, and I thought how hard the job must be.
He's cheeky, man. He's cheeky. He's very cheeky. But like we said, man, we'll take it. Champions get to be shameless. That's just how it goes.
That was too funny. That's what I was gonna say. Generally, quickly with the whole refs talk to wrap it up. I just think, fans just generally, people sometimes you might have a season where loads of things are going against you, and you're just feeling we're really not getting the rub of the green. But it's like, I think just generally speaking, this whole thing of like when people think there's a specific agenda against their club. Like you just gotta let it go, man. And I think that was the only thing that I would say with the Arsenal fans, because it's just like, bro, this is the biggest decision of the season, and they went with you. So clearly there's not an agenda for you not to win the league. Like, do you get me? Like, if there was,
did they make mistakes in the past that have cost us the league? They did as well. So
it all happens. Like, do you get me? So it's like people can draw for different things and say, oh, yep, there was this, there was that, whatever the case may be. Someone was making a point of like, obviously the Gabriel, when he has the Haaland thingy, and he goes for the headbutt. If Haaland goes down, whatever, but even without going down, it should be a red card. And then people are making a thing earlier in the season when off the ball, Gabriel flays his arm at Voltamade, and it's the same thing. And Voltamade goes down, then Gabriel scores the winner. Like, do you get me? So there's just always things, and I think football fans are.
There was the Brighton one as well, where like Brighton were meant to have a penny. That one is crazy. Where Brighton were meant to have a penny, I think at half time in that game, we scammed the 1-0 with Saka, and I feel like the PSG came out and said, we made a mistake. That's funny.
Yeah, it's always funny. Football fans always remember the decisions that go against them, and never the ones for them. And I think that's even just the general thing. Like Man United, have we had decisions that have gone our way?
Yeah, you can't talk, bro, man.
Of course.
But then also, you guys are thinking but then also,
it's funny because even when people say like the Old Trafford, I saw Martinez hands touch Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, man. Bro, you guys you're the guys in the moment.
And I saw him get a red card. And then I saw a few days later, Calvert-Lewin, the exact same player, do that to Cucurella. And they say no red card. And I said, bro. Like, do you get me? So it's just one of them ones where just like it goes for you, it goes against you. There's just no personal. There's no fear.
I agree.
It's just one of them.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But
that's why don't get twisted. In the moment, I understand why people might be like, "Oh, nah, man, that decision where your emotion, you're a fan, like, do you get me?" But overall, when you've got time to sit back and think about it, it's just
be objective.
Cool. That's it.
No, I agree, man. I've got a last couple that I went to get your take on. Obviously, Pep, like, talking about Giants, does say, I don't know what you think he can leave if they get the FA Cup, if they don't win, whether you think he might just say, nah, I can't go out on just the Carabao. But if he then does leave, obviously there's a lot of talk that's coming out recently with like Maresca looking like he's the one that's like looking like he's gonna take the keys over. But so this is why I say I was looking at all of this stuff and I was like, the next 2-3 years or like title is gonna be very interesting, like based on like what managers team get, how people recruit in the summer. Like what happens next? So we're gonna go through a period. I feel like there's gonna be like a one dominant team. There should be a thing where it's like it goes back and forth a bit. But what's your take on Maresca? What do you think about that? Like if it was to happen, like
I think Maresca is a good manager. Chelsea should have never sacked him. Yeah, like I liked Maresca. I thought it was good. He didn't always get everything right, but I think he'd proven that he was a very good manager. I think. With City, it's just difficult, innit? I think he's a good manager, but I think whenever you're following up someone like a Pep, it's just always a hard task, innit? Like, man, like Pep's been there for like what 10 years now, so it's like it's just always a difficult one when that's what you're following. So yeah, but he's a good manager. But yeah,
Yes, and when we speak about like recruitment, I think what used to really I used to pay me the most to see why again I felt like we would never compete with them again. It's like they were also spending and just making the right decisions when it came to recruitment as well along that process.
I think that
again,
will help whoever comes there as well.
Whoever comes in, they
the
really
people upstairs know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they know what they're doing.
So and they've been doing that in it. So as long as they continue with that, I also agree that I think he's a good manager, but it's going to be a tough ask following after Pep, which again is why I think the races too will be a lot more like I take it this year, someone else might take it next year, like that. Just like early predictions, obviously before we know anything of what's going to happen in the summer. But then, bro, I wanted to end with the funniest one, bro. What I know we spoke about it a little bit in the last stream, but like Mourinho back to Real Madrid, it's looking like it's really happening. Like it's man. How do you see that going, man? Or I guess
man. I thought it was gonna happen, man. Like I think again, I think Madrid, how they've set themselves up is that again, Alonso is a very good manager, and it's like the players just didn't take to him and it didn't gel and it just didn't work. And I think like from the high up level, they've either got to just like completely back a young manager and say, you know what, implement your tactics, implement your ideas, and whoever doesn't follow the line, then we're gonna deal with that. But they don't do that. So like in that case, they have to look again. Now at this point is man management. It's like, who do we think we can get? You can command respect and like manage egos. And I think they looked at it and they said, yeah, Mourinho. So yeah, the thing is about Real Madrid as well is that it's a unique club in the sense of we know that long term, like, do you get me? Like, this isn't something that you're looking at for necessarily like 5+ years or whatever the case.
Yeah,
may
of
be.
course.
It's
the buy you some
within
time.
these years, can you win?
Yeah,
like, do you get me? Because you will win and then not win for a bit and then get sacked. But it's not. That doesn't. I don't think sackings determines success at Real Madrid. It's just within that time frame that you have, can you win? That's what it's about. Like, do you get me? Like Ancelotti won, then left, then came back again, then won, then left. Like, do you get me? It's like it's just that's what it is. It's like you come in, can you win? Like, and then you've got this time frame to win. Can you get it? Can you do it? If you can, then we're gonna continue until you can't. The moment you can't, then you're gonna go. Like, do you get me?
Yeah, that's all. Like again, it's like
that's their model. Yeah. It's like it's like how it was with like Chelsea and Abramovich, but worse. Like, do you get me?
It's even more short term.
It's more short term.
It's like what you didn't forget the next my guy. Man, go to the next guy. But that's what makes so interesting. That's why I feel like some of it also is like a buying time from a perspective like with these players. It's the only hope that you start with a more defensive structure, and then you let the Mavericks then go and try to say, we're already going to play like this in this way and try to give you guys some freedom, or is it going to just be stinky? Where we're just like, this is just like, we were talking about him finishing second in the Invincible season. That's crazy. Like how you managed to do that. So he also had to he has to win basically. And if he doesn't win, it can get very toxic very quickly.
You know what?
Like, I said, I'm invincible in a season that you finish second, like Mourinho and Benfica. Like, I think we're talking about how crazy that is.
Benfica, yeah.
I don't know if they were invincible in the end, but like, it's not like, so it's even like they because the football, I don't think the football is going to be great. It's more reason why they just have to win. And then you look at Barcelona again, who just look like they have a young squad that's growing. They're now looking at what they're going to do. So it's like, Real Madrid are a very pivotal place right now. In terms of like, Barcelona could go on to dominate them for the next few years, just how things are looking right now. But again, like you say, they're a weird club where maybe Mourinho gives you a couple of years, maybe Mbappe then says, you know what, this has not worked. And then you then maybe go again with the next Galactical. But it's like, with this project, it's going to be hard for them to get this to work.
And like, can you get a chance over the line as well?
Can you get,
because that's the big one. Because if we look at like from like 09, Barca have dominated La Liga, like
even when Ronaldo was there, it was crazy.
Even when Ronaldo only got 2, like so it's like but it's the champs, like that's their thing, like, do you get me? So it's like, of course they care about La Liga as well, but champs is the big one. So man, like Real Madrid are Real Madrid, man. They will never not be successful. So whatever happens, they're gonna figure it out somehow.
Mm.
Like,
No, I agree, man. But nah, man, again, it just makes for
Yeah.
entertainment next year, man. The special
Yeah.
one. We'll definitely be keeping an eye on. And bro, sorry, last thing to get you. Do you see Ten Hagism in like what Liverpool are doing as well? Because I also can't believe that they're actually going into next season with Slot, bro.
With
Like
Slot,
the fact
man.
that like they're actually that's actually
Nah.
the stance right now is crazy.
You know
to me.
what? I can't.
Go on.
And let me not disrespect him because
Okay, yeah.
this guy won a league title.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you get
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Like, he did. But whatever anyone says, it was Klopp that rebuilt the team. It was Klopp's team, etc. This is true. Salah had a crazies. All of those things could be true. He still won a league title, and that's their second league title in 30 years. Their second only Premier League title.
Yeah,
So
crazy.
it's like, like he's done that. No one can take that away from him. As regards to whether he should still be there, no way.
No way,
if I was
right?
a Liverpool fan, I would want him out of there. Like, me as a Man United fan, again, we'll see what he does. He can prove everyone wrong.
Yeah,
But me as a Man United fan, if you're giving me the option, I want him to stay.
I 100%, man.
Yeah,
100%, man.
Yeah, man. Like,
100%.
I think that's where it is. But again,
that's why I'm shocked as well. That like with like even like how risky the Vert stuff is looking too. I feel like even because I've heard the other side of like they invested like 500 million in Slot and they don't want to like sack him straight away and like he's the person you have to now do it for the next guy. But I have to feel like if you bring in like Alonso, like you can also increase the chances of this massive asset that you guys have bought that hasn't worked properly. Also. Working more likely to work. Like
you know how they're looking at it.
Crazy
you know how they're looking at it. I think they're looking at it as in, let's say for example, you switch these seasons round. So Liverpool look like they're going to finish in the Champions League. Let's say they finished in the Champions League his first season. They won the league his second season. And I think they're looking at it like that would be fine. So I think they're looking at it and they're saying, if you won the league in your first season and it's not been a good season, but you're still securing us Champions League football, so the revenue's still there. We're still going to be able to compete in the Champions League. We can try and fix what we need to fix in the transfer window, whatever the case may be. I think they're looking at it and saying, we're going to give you a chance to get things right. And it's funny because if me knowing my club, and I think even you knowing your club, I don't think either.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't do it. We wouldn't sack it. Yeah, we would.
I saw my manager.
Like 3 years.
I saw my manager finish 15th.
4 years.
I saw him finish, bro. I saw him finish 15th and lose the Europa League final. And to this day, now there's still people that would have kept it. Like, do you get me?
So everything that they've seen.
So let alone bringing a league title. So from there, I just think it's also one of the ones where it's like, I think we're looking at it from a footballing side and we're just thinking we've got no attachment to them. And we're just thinking, you know what? Just on the outside, we probably just think that like we're not worried about what's going on there. Like, it probably would be best to move. But I think they're just looking at it and they're saying, bruv, you've got a manager. And you know, Liverpool as well, that's not their thing as well.
Yeah, no, it's
they're not Chelsea.
They're
not Chelsea. That's not their thing.
That's why even when there was noise earlier in the season, I was like, there's no way they sack him. But even when
that's not
unless I think he has to lose another 2 or 3. When it's just like this is just shocking now. Like they didn't want they will do everything they can to not have to sack him.
Yeah.
Like,
so I think that's what I think they're just looking at on the table and they're saying he won the League One title, he one season, and he got into Champions League the next. And then again, if you'd reverse the order, people, but it's just the key difference though is that if you reverse the order, it's progression and here's regression. But I think they're just giving him million. It's regression. Like, that's the fifth difference is that you won the league and then you dropped off and you spent money and you've dropped off. But I think they're just looking at it and they're saying, I think if he didn't get Champions League football, then I think he might have went.
They have,
But
I think that would be a stroll too far.
But I think because of the Champions League football, I think they're looking at it and they're just like, bro, this guy won us in league title.
Yeah, man. Again, this is why being sentimental football is so interesting. Because, bro, like I feel like, again, I think it's also interesting because I think it also depends on like how highly you rate Alonso. Like, it's like how much you think like he's just a banker, like Liverpool bring him in project and he's gonna go on and deliver. Like, so again, I think that also is a factor in terms of like Liverpool fans. It's like maybe being ready to just say Slot, thank you, but I'm not even trying to risk it at all with you. If maybe there's like Alonso's really good, but it's not the end of the way. It's not the end of the, we're not gonna die if he goes to Chelsea type. But it's like it's a key decision that they're making at this point that we're now gonna next season, if Alonso goes to Chelsea and then does well and Slot does then continue the form because the performances have been terrible. Like if he continues that into next season, then you then say, I hear all the sentiments and like being sentimental, and yeah, it's not normally what you do, but that if there's a market opportunity like that. I remember when, like, I think it was like Klopp. This is one of the things that I remember about with Wenger that I didn't at the end, towards the end. I was like, when Klopp was like available, we maybe would have never got him. But like, I would have loved for that to be the time where Arsenal said, you know what, Arsenal, thank you for everything that you've done. That's like, this is the next guy that's up. He can take us maybe further than you taking us right now. Again, maybe I'm being delusional, but like, it's like it can be that kind of decision based on like how Alonso then goes on to do, if let's say Chelsea are able to grab him and you decide to stay with Slot. So, but again, who knows, man? We're just talking now, but it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Like,
yeah, I think it's funny again. If it was me, like I would make the move, but I just think Liverpool, just again who they are as a club, and I think Liverpool, United and Arsenal would be the same unless there was a falling out with the board. I just think like a man wins a league title one season and then gets Champions League the next season.
They will never sack him from that position.
They're just not doing it,
bro.
Man.
If Arteta didn't win, if we bottled the league or we bottled the Champions, Arteta's still here for the next probably 2 years, bro. That's again. He got close again, man. We're sacking him. You crazy? Like that's what would happen. So So again, I get it, but yeah, man. This is where again from our armchair football fanism, I think it's gonna be definitely pivotal for next year, man. But yeah, that's what I wanted to end it on, man. I thought there's a lot of like interesting moves, manager.
One more thing, man. One more thing. I just gotta give a shout out to the boy Rashi, man. Secured his La Liga title with Barca. Scored a great free kick in El Clasico as well, man.
Bro, the Spanish accent is killing me, bro.
You know what it is though? I hear it though. I respect it because you know also when you see when like you're speaking. You know what? I don't know if you ever do this where you go Nige, bro. And it's like when you're speaking English, it's like you don't speak English like how you're speaking it to me. Do you get me? It's like you're trying to make sure you're announcing a bit more in the way that they want. So I think that's just what he's doing. But I'll see if people talk about that. But I'm happy for Rashi, man. Like again, I don't know what's gonna happen. Still don't know if he's gonna Barca gonna.
I think Barca will negotiate. I think they want to try to get him as cheap as possible. I think they might try to say like 20, 50. They're gonna try to drop the price. And that's gonna then be interesting to see what United then do.
I don't know if United are gonna, because it is a good deal. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a very good deal.
It's like 26 mil.
Yeah, bro. They're taking the piss. They're taking the piss.
What do you want?
They're actually taking the piss. They're actually taking. It's actually where just like we know you guys need this, so we are willing to spite our nose to try to get the best possible.
I think the big thing for them is the wages more so, like, and how they're gonna thingy that. Like, do you get me? But like, deal from our perspective, I feel like we shouldn't go any lower. I think it's a good. It's a good price we've offered them. But yeah,
and to be fair to him as well, because he's done well. I also think he's put himself. I say it to you, like whatever people think about Rashford, whatever. I think if Rashford went to Serie A, he would go dominate. He'll go.
I was even seeing people talk about like you know how like Bayern. Like they're looking at Gordon for someone to compete on the left hand side. People will say Rashford potentially, maybe, like something like that. Man. No, I'm happy, man. Like again, like he's done for the minutes he's played and the matches he's played. Like he's done well. Like, do you get me? I know some Barca fans, they've been frustrated sometimes with like again, like he doesn't have the technical security of a Yamal or a Pedri. Like, do you get me? Do you get me? But you know what he's good at, you know what he's not good at, and I think like he's been able to like have an influence, and
clearly he's a willing runner there as well. Like, so that always goes a long way. We're like, you have someone that's gonna come on, and whatever you think about them, they're gonna run at the position, they're gonna run back. They're gonna do their best for the team because he's happy to be there and he appreciates being there. So man, that's gonna be. I like this. Very interesting.
Yeah, first league title. First league title he's got, and I do like this whole like English players going abroad thing. Like, because even when he was like watching El Clasico, it's like, okay, obviously Rashford's at Barca, and then obviously you got Bellingham at Madrid, Trent at Madrid. Go to Bayern, you've got Kane over there. Like, I like just the.
English influencer and like all the biggest clubs. Like,
like it doesn't have to be England. Like, do you get me? So,
I agree.
Yeah, man. But wish Rashi all the best, man.
We'll be there, man. But yeah, bro, definitely to wrap up, definitely gonna be a very exciting end to the season from Arsenal perspective. Hopefully, I'm still smiling on the final day. Like, but that being said, like it's Should be an interesting end to the season, and then we go into our World Cup, man. So yeah, a lot of football to come, and we're locked in, man. So definitely gonna be interesting to see, man. But thank you to everyone who's tuned in. If you haven't done so already and watching this later, please don't forget to leave a like, drop your comments and anything that you kind of were thinking throughout the stream. And bro, I'm gonna, you know what, I'll say afterwards, man. But yeah, what's your final words?
Hey man, you know how it goes, bro. I hope everyone has a good week. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. And yeah, man, if you've not smashed the like button, smash it, please. We would appreciate it. If you've not subscribed, subscribe, please. We would appreciate it. But yeah, man, big end to the season.
Big end to the season, man. Yeah, man. I might be about to end my 22-year drought. I was seeing some things, not to start another comment, but like, after if Arsenal win it, then Man United will be the biggest team to, I guess, go on the longest without winning a league title. But yeah, man, be interesting, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
I think it's, again, with me, it's also a thing where it's just like, bro, man, then fix up. Like, do you get me?
I hear it, man. I hear it. That's why I said,
I don't even think it's anything you should run from. It's like, it's true.
It's quite open right now. Like, let's be real.
It's true.
It's quite open right now. If you made the right decisions, if you build your product, like it's not,
you shouldn't even run
one
from
is
it.
too far away from it. Like, so
it's the reality. It's like, it's true, bro. It's like, go get yourself, say what you want about Arsenal, but it's like, yeah, they've been going through the drought. It looks like they're finally going to end it. They would have won the league. Obviously, we'll see what happens in the Champions League. But yeah, bro, like they're able to get themselves out of the hole, bro. So United, you got to do the same. That's just what it is, bro. No time to be feeling sorry for yourself.
I hear it, man. On that note, man, catch you guys in the next stream, man. Thank you for tuning in.